हुन्छ. So, welcome back, boys. A couple of turn of events, but we're back for the final day of this tournament, Asian Games Qualifiers 2022. We have a big one, the final one of this tournament, the grand finals. We Own Esports versus Four Miracles. It's a rematch between these two teams again in this tournament. Last time we saw these two teams face off each other, it was in the semifinals of the upper brackets where uh, something interesting definitely happened. Unfortunate happened, right? The series was even game three, and we had there was an issue with the player, right? Could not reconnect, and we had to restart the match. It was a rematch, and we did not get to stream that one, but it was We Own Esports who won and secured the first spot in the grand finals. Meanwhile, for 4M, they haven't lost a lot, but yeah, after that final loss against We Own, they dropped to the lowers. They won. They stomped pretty much straight up stomped 3C in the lower bracket semifinals, and here we are between these two teams again. And this is a best of three, not a best of five, sadly. So, yeah, game one, this is the draft. And We on Esports, finally, we see a CK. It has been, pretty sure it has been banned throughout throughout this tournament, right? Every time the CK hero banned, but we finally get to see it. So, and the usual bans as well, right? But the meta bans, Sand King, Pugna, Pugna also almost always banned in every single draft so far in this tournament, and Sand King are very common for the teams, for these two teams. Almost picked every game if it's not banned, right? If it's available. Uh, but yeah, and Chaos Knight for We Own Esports, and the second pick is going to be a Grimstroke. Meanwhile, for 4M, they banned out the Keeper and the Medusa, another very strong heroes in this patch. We got an update today. I have not really seen the changes, but it was a small patch, not a big patch note. So a couple of tweaks, I'm pretty sure, right? Not any big massive changes. Most likely the nerfs to the meta heroes. 4M going for the Earth Spirit and that Winter Wyvern. So they open up with the two supports. Meanwhile, for We Own Esports, I haven't really seen the CK being played on any other role than the carry. So, and this might very well be the core CK first phased. So that's interesting. Just a moment. Uh, what is this? And a couple of more bans. We only supposed to ban out the Magnus. 4M banning out the Disruptor. And quick bans, Pango banned, Invoker banned by 4M. So the spirits are still open. I mean, most of it. The hit spirits already picked, but the common thing has been they're always saving, especially we only supposed they always save the mid hero for last, right? They last pick the mid hero more than time and again, often. So yeah, interesting. Will this be a safe lane CK? I'm thinking I'm getting the vibes or of even a support CK or maybe highly being an offlane CK with the Grimstroke. Pretty strong combo on paper at least. PL banned by We Own Esports. And if you guys just tuned in, you haven't missed anything at all. This is just the beginning. So beginning of the draft of game one of this best of three. So yeah. uh just a moment. What is this? So They ban out AM on 4M, so they're starting to ban out the core heroes. And for I'm using the reserve time for the third pick, should be an offlaner, highly most likely. So what have we haven't seen? I think this is the first time we're seeing a Winter Wyvern plus. Not really Grimstroke. We already saw the Grimstroke. And what else? I mean, something that we have again seen as well is that Life Stealer. And the big question again, will we see a Techies? No, I don't think so. And out of nowhere, a Slark. And that's a big surprise for me, honestly. I thought this hero was pretty much dead in this patch, but let's see if I'm totally wrong. And very fast drafts. So AA, so that pretty much denies any CK support shenanigans, and the Slark pretty much gives away that this is definitely, most certainly gonna be that offlane CK Slark AA. So yeah, like I said, a lot of a number of different heroes picked throughout the tournament. Right, it's not always the same stuff. AA Slark, totally different. Haven't really seen these heroes at all in the previous games. And also another, I mean, they're going totally. Maybe they were saving strats for the end game, and they're finally, yeah, showing the true colors. Picking a lot of different heroes. Darkseer, a pretty standard combo with the Earth Spirit, right? Earth Spirit Darkseer lane, solid, has been a well-known combo in Dota. Nothing unusual about that. So all that remains is the mid hero. The same story for We Own Esports. Highly being this CK. They might actually this AA definitely gonna be as the 5. So Grimstroke CK pretty seems pretty solid as well. The carries are pretty surprising for me. Not the usual Medusa. What else? Medusa, AM, and what else do they pick as a core these days? I forgot. TB, Medusa, right? Those stuff. Not in this game, not in game one. The final two bans for We Own Esports are definitely going to be those mid heroes, and it was the Ember and the Puck ban. I was about to say whether they were going to ban the Void Spirit, and they ban it at the end. So no spirits in the game, everything banned, and the Earth Spirit already stolen. So We Own Esports, yeah, we haven't seen a lot of heroes from Session, right? We often see Invoker, Void Spirit. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe Pango, we saw it a couple of times. So might be seeing a different, totally different hero from him. And there's not a lot of there's not a lot of options now, is there? What comes to my mind? There is Lesh if they want to go that route. Lesh, but doesn't really seem that great this game. DK is an option if they want to go that route. Yeah, nothing, pretty much nothing comes to my mind aside from a DK, and yeah, definitely I missed on that one. The Queen of Pain last pick for We Own Esports, and there's definitely some issues in terms of catch on the side of 4M, right? Only an Earth Spirit that's really, I mean, it's not even a guaranteed stun. The only hard control is that Winter's Curse, and yeah, no stuns at all. So I'm a little bit worried. And there's two cores who are very mobile, right? Slark and Queen of Pain. They want to be active, run around in the team fights, and yeah, there's not a whole lot to catch. Keep these guys in place. So they really need a stun, a control hero as their mid core. So what is there? DK is decent. The stun is pretty good. Uh, and they go for not the greatest, another skill dependent, right? They have to land the stuns, otherwise there is no guaranteed stun aside from that big ultimate from from the Winter Wyvern, right? So have to be careful about that. They have good synergies, a lot of setup. yeah, Winter's Curse, Vacuum, the Wall of Replica, Earthward rolling in. There's a lot of combo wombos, but yeah, I think I like We Own Esports draft much better. I mean, Dota's pretty simple and easy to play when you have stuns, right? I'm pretty sure most of the people will agree with me on that. And it's a I mean, is that the new CK cosmetic? I've not really seen that at all. I've not really played a lot of games. I haven't, I mean, recently I haven't played a lot of Dota, so I might have missed out on that new cosmetic. Pretty dope. So yeah, interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see the Slark and Slark. The Winter's Curse. I mean, the Cold Embrace, right? It might be a double-edged sword, right? It might end up favoring the Slark because you can just hit him, steal those Agis, build up those stacks. So be really careful on the Winter Wyvern when going for those Cold Embrace plays. Dreamy on his Winter Wyvern. Uh, just a moment.
There will be pain. There will be screaming.
Uh, okay. So I hope the audio is all right there, right? I hope they fixed the audio, or maybe it's catching my audio. Let me just quickly fix it. 80, 80, 30. And this should be fine. We do see a full 5-on-5 smoke play. Rage is on the low ground and pretty patient. The observer words will give the vision on him. And oh, he's totally clueless. Mel starts off with the Chaos Ball. The stun follow up with that, yeah, cold feet and everything to keep Rage in one place. Quickly finishing off the Darkseer. First blood for session. Definitely the start that you're gonna have, especially in the grand finals. And yeah, gonna have always it's great to have first blood on your mid hero. So already like just a pretty guaranteed, almost guaranteed bottle if they get more than 2 wounds or even 2 wounds. Does it give the full bottle if you get first blood? Let me see. Let me see. And they should be getting two bare minimum. Despite the death of the dark side, they won't lose any runes. So let me see if I was right or wrong. Oh, yeah, you pretty much have your bottle already, right? Before the lane even begins. So that's pretty strong. Yeah, Session already shipping out that bottle on the Queen of Pain. How's you gonna be playing that Lina? So Lina, Queen of Pain, it's always gonna be interesting. A lot of spams, as I'm expecting both these heroes to be fairly low in the mid. They're gonna be tanking a lot of spells, trading spells. Meanwhile, in the bottom, Kayum playing his Earth Spirit, Reiji, who did die already on the Darkseer. And an unusual hero, not the usual carry safe lane. And Daisha, I don't know how much you can really tank those Iron Chills because it will start hurting once, especially on level 2. So both Incognito and I mean Deshira is a slug, so he can technically run away if he uses the pounds properly, but it's not the same story for Incognito, so he has to be careful about his positioning. So the bottom lane, expecting a lot of action at the very least. Top lane, We Own Esports also good combos, right? Chaos Ball, Inkswell, that's a lot of stuns, right? That's a lot of control. Blues can always go for the rage that we don't often see the lifestealer skilling early on in the lane. But Dreamy has to be careful, and already in the bottom lane, it's actually KM who's forced to run away, roll out of danger. Desheva's decently low, will get salved up. Oh, Reiji with the cheeky vacuum blind one, and it does clip Desheva, so he did get a fair amount of healing, so it's not that it's gonna be totally. I mean, it's not that bad for him. Still almost full HP. Has the Tango running on him. And we do see the bottom lane. They do lose KM. Maybe he just wanted to die. Will be killed by the Slark, and it was the Pounce that was freshly skilled. And Reiji also, he is gonna get pounced, and the slow is already there. There is no mana for cold feet, but the right click damage is hurting. And Deisha was able to just right click down the Dax here. Reiji could not do much. Not level 3 for the Surge. So he is gonna get slain. You know, the same story for Blues up top, in trouble trying to juke his way out of there. But Ren will spot it out and definitely maybe take the courier before he dies. Yeah, he's gonna take the courier with himself to the grave in the mid. As we can see, right, Session. Uh, it's a pretty even in terms of CS. The Lina and the Queen of Pain. It's going pretty even. Bottom lane, they're still level 2, and oh my god, 4M are not enjoying their time in the bottom lane. The level advantage, Slark already level 4. And they're closing on level 3, but this is not the way you want to start a Darks here. Earthbird lane, you want to get that level edge, or at least be even with the enemies. And finally, level 3, level 2 Iron Shell, but Deshav is just fighting back. Gets another kill, but it's Incognito who steals it. But yet again, 4M. I mean, it's a strong lane, but yeah, the level advantage really working in favor of We Own Esports in the bottom lane. Slark already 4 permanent Agi. Another pounce, a long one. It catches right at the edge, and Range is already in danger. The vacuum is good onto 2 heroes. He's gonna get right click down. Incognito got the range on him, and yeah, bodies just dropping in the bottom lane. We Own Esports definitely owning in the bottom, and oh, Deshiraz is already high on alert, zoning out that Earthbird came, forced to roll out of there. And oh boy, the bottom lane, it's not looking pretty for 4M. There's no hiding the clear level advantage that the Slark and that AA has in the bottom. Meanwhile, in the mid, Session, it's going even. Top lane, Blues, it's Blues again. It does get the rage off, but he's just gonna get smacked down by that right click. Mel with another kill. Oop. Sorry for the background noise, boys. It's about to reach 6 minutes. We do see someone lurking in the shadows is Ren. Looking for the wraparound in the mid. We do see Sessions already level 6. Also Rajas. So Session really playing with fire. He's just one Laguna away from body getting taken down. There already is the scan from Arju. And lucky for Session, he does get the rune. It's a haste for the Queen of Pain. But so far, early game definitely working out for the Radiant. That's We Own Esports. 7-0. 4M have not yet managed to get a single kill. Oh boy, that's not good. In the mid lane, we do see something happening. Session blinking in heavily. He does have the haste. There is a support rotation from Dreamy with the Cold Embrace, keeping Arju very fine. And already both the supports for both the teams showing up for the mid fight. About to reach 7 minutes. Bottom lane, both guys very low as well. But Deshira is a Slark, so he's always gonna be able to get his HP back very quickly by the passive of Shadow Dance, right? So it's already back to full. Not the same thing with Reiji. He is forced to just surge his way all the back to base. Session, hunting, and Dreamy protecting Blues. So Blues, he is struggling, right? 0-2, so not the start you definitely want on the life stealer. And he's gonna skip the mill. I mean, he's gonna skip the armlet by the looks of it. He's queuing up the maelstrom. So yeah, Mel top lane, double braces, Dreamy is gonna cut the wave. Almost gets caught by Mel. And Blues, he returns back to the lane. And yeah, Ren really playing in the mid area. Doesn't want to. Looks like he was sticking around. The stun actually connects the roll in thunder. The long silence. Do they have enough damage? One more right click session. He had a little bit of window to get the blink, but it might not have been in time. They get the kill. A massive gang by KM. And quick on the silence as well, right? Very quick on the silence. Really well done. So he got the region at the very least on session, but ends up losing his own life for it. So it gives the first kill for 4M. Mel's all alone in the top, but he's literally 1v2, not really afraid, faking the aggression. And Blues, he is starting to hit on him. Does pop the in-rage and he's on his way back to the jungle. And he needs to get out of here fast, and by fast I mean very fast. Dreamy the first to get caught, so honestly not that bad. Blues is able to run away, immediately TPs down bottom. So yeah, not that bad, but still Session getting a kill, pretty good. Deishira, it's like he is under the vision, going for the Echo Saber, nothing too crazy. And they're looking for the trade of the towers. We actually see Dreamy actually going back in the top lane to defend this tower. And oh boy, he might actually get dove again, but it's not particularly an easy kill. Yeah, just flying around, just being annoying at the very least. And the tower's gonna get kept alive for a little bit more, but Dreamy possibly gonna get dove in the next wave, and he's really been annoying. Blues is able to finish off the bottom tower, slowly but surely recovering from that shaky start in the lane. And yeah, Dreamy does have the Arctic Burn, about to be off cooldown, and Mel, he knows that Dreamy doesn't have TP. And Dreamy again, like giga annoying. He's gonna get slowed, and the pounce is off the mark. He's just gonna get chased around by Deishira, and they finally get the vision on him. And this should be the end of the annoyance of Dreamy. Certainly gonna get punished, but I would say it's not honestly that bad. Lifted a lot of pressure from the rest of the heroes of 4M, right? A lot of space, an off-angle roll. It is a little bit slow. I mean, it's a little bit short. Meanwhile, Session goes back in, and look how low the Lina already is, but he's still not dead. Session actually the one who's gonna get turned around by Arzu. What a Chad! Somehow he manages to survive all of that. A long ice blast. It's not gonna be on point. Oh, barely. Right at the edge. But yeah. Oh, meanwhile, Deishira out of nowhere. Surprise, KM will be the trade, but well, honestly not that bad. They managed to keep the Lina alive. But We Own Esports, do they want, I mean, they want to look for something more. Unlikely of them getting any, though. They're just gonna back away. 10-2, 12 minutes in the game. And if you guys just tune in again, this is the grand finals of Asian Games 2022. We Own Esports versus 4M in this best of 3, right? And it's looking pretty. It was looking pretty bizarre for 4M in the very beginning, because they didn't have a single kill. But it's looking much more even now, despite the kill disadvantage, right? They're getting farm on the course. And so far an even game. And 12 minutes in, so let's do an item check. Boots or travel, first purchase by Arju, and he's straight up going for the BKB. Dreamy, arcane boots, queued up at the very least. And Blue's going for Maelstrom, right? He died twice in the lane, so he definitely needs that item to at least recover faster than usual. Recover fast. Haven't really seen a lot of Reiji. Also, the bottom lane was an complete disaster for 4M, right? I don't know how many times. It pretty much died 3 times in the bottom lane on both the Earth Spirit and the Darkseer. So, yeah, unfortunate. And nothing much on either of the heroes very early on to call. Meanwhile, on We Own Esports, Echo Saber, Yeshua is going for the standard Slark build, skipping the diffusal. So, interesting. Ren, Mana Boots, Incognito, nothing much. What about Mel? Double braces, power threads, just tanking it all up. And it's going up with that Echo Saber as well, so they really love their Echo Sabers right now. Session straight up going for the BKB, not going for any Akaya Sanj or what else do you go? Orchid is probably a dead item. We have seen Witchblades maybe on the Queen of Pain, but none of that. He's straight up saving gold for the for the BKB, and they're not really having a great time as well. 2-2-1, but they're struggling in terms of gold. Definitely very far away. Almost 2,000 gold uh, below Arju's Lina. So, yeah, not particularly fun this game. Sorry, just a moment. And yeah, the both teams, they're just deciding to play it slow. And just right after I say that, they look for a 3-man smoke gag on the side of We Own Esports. And the dive scan is on point. It is not on the target that you want. It's not a core hero. It's KM who is just looking for some stacks. Mel not gonna reveal himself just yet. I think he saw KM, but not deciding to go for the jump. And on the high ground, right after the first smoke, and Arju walks into a death trap. The soul blind and the damage melts down the Lina very quickly. KM in trouble as well. He's silenced up. He's not able to get that roll away. The cold fleet stun is gonna be quicker. Blues just running around trying to do something. Will be immediately forced back. Meanwhile on the side, Mel's not done. Is hunting for more, and Dreamy the next to fall. Big crit. Tip right after Dreamy falls, and yeah. The silence, what do you call it? I can't get the phrase up. I don't know. It was turning out to be a pretty sleeping game, right? Everyone just farming, and they immediately, as I say that, they immediately go for that gank, and really unfortunate for 4M. Looks like they don't want to let this tower go for free. Arju already TB'd back, but he's immediately stunned up. The roll connects onto Session with silence up at the moment. The Laguna, it clips mid-blink, and Session blown apart. Oh, I thought you could dodge that, KM. Short on the roll, the vacuum is gonna be a miss as well. Deja on the side, he actually wants to take the fight. Silence up at the moment, KM tanking everything. The Ice Blast is connects onto multiple heroes. What's happening? Wall of Replica on the side. Mel will drop at the cost of that Darkseid as well. Double damage, and this Lina is scary. And I was just not particularly backing away just yet. But yeah, 2 for 2. Definitely the better trade, however, is gonna be for 4M. They caught the Lina, not the Lina, I mean the Queen of Pain, and that was really interesting from what we saw there. Session goes in, but again, just runs away from the Inkswell. It's not gonna connect, and I don't know, maybe a little bit of forcing I thought you would dodge away the Laguna, but the Laguna actually chased the Queen of Pain even after the blink, right? So some interesting mechanics that we're learning right now. Still an even game despite the kill score being very misleading, right? It's 15 to 4, and normally you would think the enemy, I mean, the team with 15 kills would have at least like 5k lead, 4k lead, but it's not the case. They're just farming on 4M. Blues not really getting involved at all. He's focusing on his farm, and guys who's taking a lot of the farm, right? A lot of the net worth of 4M is this Lina of ours, who 4 and 1 is very close to that BKB already. Head on head with Deshiver Slark, also having a very good game. I mean, a great game 4 and 0 on the Slark, and Session trying his best to recover, going straight for the BKB. Not the usual itemization in my so far that I have seen from Queen of Pains, right? I honestly don't know what they go for in this meta right now. Usually it used to be Orchid or Witchblade, or yeah, most likely, more commonly, it used to be the Kaya Silence up top. Reiji pounced by the Slark and blown away by Incognito's Ice Blast from long range. That's just tipping anyone who dies. So We Own Esports really want the, yeah, they really want the heat.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Not holding back at all. So BKB's done, and I mean, what an item for the Lina. Probably the best item on any range hero. Range core hero. Grobo is absolutely absurd. Almost a free Dragon Lance, pretty much. A free Dragon Lance. Pretty crazy when you think about it. Reiji, on the other hand, he's struggling. 0 and 5. 1,000 gold by the looks of it away from the Ags. And we finally see a smoke from 4M. Last time it did not. It immediately got revealed and it ended up causing them to lose a couple of their heroes. But this time it looks like it's gonna find the enemy team. Gonna catch one Incognito. Actually, he had a 5 kill streak on the AA. That's pretty crazy, and will be finally put to an end. Not the biggest kill that you were expecting on 4M, but certainly a kill and a decent goal, right? That was a 5 kill streak for KM, I think, on the Earth Spirit. Shard for Mel on the CK, so the Chaos Ball, the stun of the CK, creates an illusion that attacks the target. Aetherlens done for Ren, so he's pretty farmed. And a lot of shards incoming. Desha with his own shard for the Depth Shroud, so a very good item. I think Depth Shroud counters Winter's Curse. I think that it should counter Winter's Curse, right? We might be seeing it in the next in this game, hopefully, to know the interaction. But on paper, it should counter Winter's Curse, right? Whoever gets Winter's Curse, you just Depth Shroud him. It's pretty much out of the game, so you can't really hit him. It should work like that, but who knows? Maybe I'm totally off. War Staff almost done for Incognito. Am I not almost done? He's 1,000 gold away from it. Another 4-man smoke play from 4M, and it's again Mel. Just, I mean, I don't know. We Own Esports are being really lucky. It's either the advantage or something. KM gets pulled back, and the Ice Blast is massive on the side. This Deshiver Slark with the Shadow Blade looking to pounce on anything. Meanwhile, on the side, KM is probably good as dead. Dreamy is able to fly to the high ground, but Session blinks in. Throws in the Sonic Wave. They don't manage to punish that Queen of Pain. They just want to run away. Reiji, the stun, the Chaos Ball, the pounce, everything catching the Darkseer. Just trying to sprint away with the Surge, but yeah, they get pickoffs instead, and the story has been pretty much the same every time. Whenever the 4M are smoking, often it has been that they are the one who is getting caught off guard. And We Own Esports, I've honestly been really lucky. It's either the invisibility rune that we just saw from Mel breaking the smoke, or it has been they just were in a better position, lucky position, and whatnot. Blue's getting chased down by Melmino in the mid lane. We do see a dive. Magnetize being applied on two heroes. Can they get anything more? Incognito caught by the LSA, and Arju will be able to get at least one. Light Striker Ray, boys. We don't say the full name. Alright, so if anyone is confused by the spell name, meanwhile on the side, look at Session. He's thinking about going in. Arju does have the BKB, and so does Session. The Soul Mine is going to be used, but immediately BKB popped by both the heroes. Damage. Where is it? Daysera, Depth Shroud, or something being used. KM pulled back and obliterated, decimated by Mel's damage on the CK. Daysera sprinting with the Shadow Blade on him. Arju has to be careful. He can't get caught. Reiji, the pounce is going to be short this time, and he's going to survive. Ags finally completed, so the charge, Iron Shell, decent amount of HP. 4M Blues has a Halberd completed, and honestly it's still an even game somehow, despite the kill being 20-6, 22 minutes. So far, I mean, this is a very even game. Daysera now working towards that Aghanim Scepter. You can see Arju TPing for the defense, and he might catch. Oh, never mind. Daysera, he knows. He's not gonna play it greedy, so he doesn't get caught. Dreamy, very close to his blink on the Winter Wyvern. Nothing much on KM. Having a sleeper game, right? 1-7, so not having the greatest game on the Earth Spirit. Blues, and he has pretty much totally recovered, almost caught up with the Slark of Daysera, and not the usual items, certainly not the usual items that we often see from the Lifestealer. He's going for the C-kick counter of the illusions, right? He's gonna go for the full Mjolnir, and he almost pretty much has it. Has the Halberd as well. Meanwhile, on We Own Esports, we do see some action, some heroes in the mid. We see a jump on Mel right now, who doesn't have BKB. Ice Blast is massive. Soulbind again catches the Lifestealer plus that Earth Spirit, but is still dead. We're still not dead, but we finally go down with Mel. So honestly, it's gonna be a better trade for 4M. They were ready with the numbers advantage this time around, and Mel definitely getting punished. Pre-BKB, you don't really want to do it. Do those kind of plays, and they could not quite burst the Earth Spirit in time. They used Soulbind and stuff, but could not save Mel. Very much hard committed for that kill. And what else? Session looks like he is going back for the Kai Sanj on the Queen of Pain. Certainly lacking in terms of levels as well. Just level 16. Ours is almost level 18 on the Lina. Arcane Rune, BKB Crystallis already done, and a huge chunk of gold. I think he's going for a full silver edge, and let's see if the fourth time that 4M smoke it's gonna work out for them. The dire scan is totally off the mark. Both the both teams mirroring their moves, but pretty sure they are not gonna be finding anyone, because they're on completely opposite side of the map. So you see We Own Esports, and him actually TPs for the defense. Looks like they want to take the fight. Everyone, three heroes TPing in. They start off with the stun. Mel again. This time, does he have BKB? No, the answer is no. But the Death Shroud is gonna keep Mel alive for a little bit. A massive Sonic Wave, but the Infest Hill is gonna keep everyone alive. Daysera finally cleaning up. Big vacuum into the wall of Replica. Session just stands there, finishes off Reiji before he blinks out. On the side, Incognito getting chased by Dreamy, but can't quite get the job done. But a beautiful Winter's Curse catching both Ren and the Daysera Slark, followed up by the LSA. It's gonna be late from Arju, so he's not gonna get the stun on the Slark. Ren still on the run, and let's see what happens. Ren Can he escape out of this one? Looks like the answer is gonna be. I'm just not gonna chase for more. So this time it's gonna work out for We Own Esports. Another smoke, not technically a smoke. They TP to defend the tower, so it's a better trade for We Own Esports. 2 for 1. Incognito. 4 stops away from the Winter Wyvern. Another roll. KM doesn't connect again. Really forcing it. Pretty much misses everything aside from the silence. And he is, however, gonna back away. 23 to 8. I am quite shocked. Like, what is this game? It's actually a 1k lead for the team that has 8 kills compared to the team that has 28 kills. So, and that's the beauty of Dota. Can be very misleading when you just take the kills in the game, right? Doesn't really mean that you're ahead. Kaya Sanj pretty much done for session. It's about to be completed. And the full silver edge for Arju as well, so he's massive in this game. Blues going back for the AC. And it's already 27 minutes in. This might be the slowest, the most late Roche attempt that we have seen. No one even checking the pit, right? No one really wants to go inside the Roche. Maybe they're waiting for some big item timings, and that's a big one. Slark with that Aghanim Scepter, so the pounce is going to be much longer, and 2 charges on the pounce, so the Slark is going to be giga annoying now. Just pouncing all over the place. Mel finally has BKB. Session, also the item. Yeah, pretty much the new items are online for We Own Esports. They show us quick on the hunt. They actually go back in on KM. I don't know if you want to take that fight. Slug just pouncing in, and again, his stealing stack as the Earth Spirit is getting Cold Embrace. Meanwhile, on the side, the Cold Winter Scarce is going to be only onto one hero. The Sonic Wave is massive. Blues trying to run away. He just gets smacked down by Mel's CK. The damage. KM is still not dead. Able to kick the Slug and roll out of there. But the damage has already been done. The fight scattered in 2 places, and absolute disaster for Miracles. They lose pretty much all the cores, only the support surviving. And oh boy, finally the lead for We Own Esports. It's 2k lead for them, 29 minutes in. And really unfortunate. The Winter Curse didn't do much. Another pounce, and it clips that Winter Wyvern. And another pounce perma CC. I mean, this pretty much Dreamy is gonna struggle. If the pounce is ever on the Winter Wyvern, pretty much is good as dead, no matter the Cold Embrace, because Desha is just gonna keep hitting. He will have another pounce, so that's perma CC, perma leash. You can't do much. 4k lead for them. Maybe finally they go inside the pit. Definitely they will be going for the Rose. Mel already popping the ult. Also going for the AC. And this should be an uncontested Roche because it's going down very quickly. Maybe they can make it in time. They jump on that AA immediately, but they might actually make it in time. My god, the damage though. What the hell? Blues obliterated. Just like that. I don't know how he even died there. Maybe already using his Inrazor. Aju will be protected by the BKB, but the damage has already been done. Aegis claimed. The carry of the enemy dead. Go back in. Winter Scarce is good. On to Mel. And looks like Sasha's able to kill his off laner there. So, I mean, they do get 3 kills for 1. But I don't know. Maybe at best an even trade. They still lose that Aegis. And they lose Blues. But it actually says it's a better trade for 4M. So, I don't know about that. Game. I mean, this is a very, very close game so far. I think the closest game that we have seen in the tournament so far, right? Otherwise, I mean, last time it was 20-minute games. At max, I think we have seen 30-minute games. But this game is nowhere over, right? It's very close. Just 1k lead. Make it a little bit. It's bouncing around from 1 to 2. But, yeah. But I have no clue how Blues died there. I think he did not get the rage off, so he pretty much got bursted down by the CK and the Slark. Any new items? So let's see. Mel saving for that AC, nothing much there. Blues also saving for AC. Ragey, the Darkseid impact has not really been felt, right? We haven't seen some crazy Darkseid Earth Spirit combo or even Darkseid vacuum into LSA, the Lina stun. Hasn't really been the case, so I mean, there's still room to. There's still time. So it's not all gone, right? We might see, especially in the high ground defense or the siege, might be a thing. Shard for the Winter Wyvern. I don't really see this being purchased at all. So when you Cold Embrace at the end, you cast a Splinter Blast automatically. Yeah, I don't know about that. BKB for Ragey. So that's decent. Any items on the Lina? I was just thinking about the full Skadi, and he's working on it. It's honestly not that far away. Sessions AC, Sessions Shiva's guard will be. Oh, the courier will be killed. Kiyam almost got caught, but barely able to survive. But oh, Dreamy again, 3-shot by the CK. Holy damage. Went for the casual Winter Curse, but it really didn't do much. Really didn't do much. Session has the double damage there, even tipping Dreamy right there. Age is still ready for 2 minutes. And they're on with the siege, popping the Phantasm. They're down by 1 man, but oh boy, Session, hello! Walking in, protected by, oh, but the depth route keeping Session alive, popping the BKB. Rage on the side, pops his own BKB as well. Slark a little bit far ahead. KM the first one to fall there. Infest will keep Arju alive, plus the BKB to protect himself from the stuns. Buyback on the Earth Spirit. They're retreating the supports very deep in the base. It's not really a position you want to be there. And so KM also way too ahead of his team. Will be a dieback on the Earth Spirit. Will they chase for more? They're still lurking on the high ground, waiting. The Cold Embrace is gonna keep the Darkseid alive. The right clicks, is it gonna be enough? No, it is not. Mel on the side, stranded for a little bit. Pounds totally off the mark. And We Own Esports, they should be running away, or at least they have to right here, right now. What was that go? All 5 heroes of We Own Esports were diving the TAT towers and even the supports. So I would say the unnecessary plays coming out, and the game is totally even. Deshira, oh, disarmed. They did have the vision on him. Ren hiding in the trees for the moment. Deshira still has that Aegis on him. Does get the Shadow Dance. At the very end, double pounds into TP, and he is gonna survive. But definitely a fantastic hold, despite the dieback on the Earth Spirit. They got Mel, they got the AA, and the game is definitely evened out now. And you definitely don't want to. So a little bit throwy by We Own Esports, not gonna lie. Maybe getting carried away, because they were in a good spot, right? They were killing a lot, and maybe getting too carried away right there. 4 stuff on the dark side as well. We have Yules on the Earth Spirit, Infest in the Earth Spirit. Haven't seen that play at all, so for the first time we're seeing it. Skadi done on Arju. There is a fresh AC on Blues, and there is no Aegis on the Slark of Deshira. Any new items? Dreamy walks in. The Pounce actually catches the Slark, but they're throwing in a couple of spells. The Ice Blast will catch that Life Stealer. They're pretty grouped up on 4M, and they are pretty fine for now, at least. And it's We Own Esports backing away. Deshira close to the Skadi. Session He had his Shiva's guard delayed by 2 minutes because the courier died. Should have it now. Starting to work on that hex, but very far away from it. Well, again, another invisibility rune. Not a lot of new items. He's saving gold for the blink at the time. Dreamy revealing himself, and Mel, who is the one who gets played. Session getting stunned, roll in, and the burst. Is it gonna be enough? Session able to get the BKB and blink out, barely surviving that. Meanwhile, Mel in no man's land, getting surrounded by everyone on the side of 4M. There is no heroes. Numbers did at a disadvantage, and We Own Esports on the run. Ren, moves. Where is it? And yep, decimated. And oh boy, 4M back. They come back, they get a kill again on Mel, and We Own Esports not really respect him. And this might be the confusion, right? They think they're ahead because they have a massive kill lead, right? Almost double. But that's not really the case. Even when they had the Aegis, it was not more than 1 or 2k lead. So taking these weird fights and really playing separated around the map, and they're getting picked off. It's a 5k lead now for 4M, and by no surprise, they're already sieging the high ground. And this Lina is gonna definitely hurt. It's gonna be melting down heroes now. With the gem, Deshara can't really just run in front of everyone just with the Shadow Blade. Mel's dead for 25 without buyback. Blue's not really afraid. Confident for now. Does have the rage on him, and even Arju walking ahead. And they jump in. Pounce is gonna clip that Lina. Where's the BKB at the very last moment? Infest in. Deshara a little bit in trouble, and looks like the KM Earthspirit will be the sacrificial lamp, but beautiful curse onto 2 heroes. He does get the magnetized arm in the vacuum. The blink out from Session. That was pretty close. Deshara in and out. Not really sure of hard committing that, and what the hell? Ragey not backing away. Will get the kill. Meanwhile, on the side, Session surprised by Arju, but he might be losing his own life. The buyback is there from the AA. Cold Embrace keeping that Lina alive, but not for long. Oh, good stun, but the leap. I mean, the Pounce, it catches the Lina. So they already lost 3. Dreamy with the blink, and he's trying to get the gem, but yeah, okay, buddy, that's not gonna work. Will end up losing his life instead. He very well could have just blinked, TP'd out if he wanted to play it safe, but oh boy. Seeing a couple of back and forths on both sides. And it was a 3-for-3 trade, right? Almost, yeah, pretty much even trade. Not really, it was 4-for-3. It was a buyback on AA, so definitely it was a slight favorable for We Own Esports. But still, 4M on the lead. It's right now 2 versus 3, but there's only one guy hitting the tower. Mel. Oh, what the hell was that? Deshara actually pouncing further inside the base. KM. Oh, no. Getting baited. The buyback is going to be the 4-star. Actually, never mind. The Ice Blast will be enough to kill that, but what a curse from Dreamy. Mel might be killing his own carry, dead for a full 100 second. He's in no man's land there, also dead for a full 90. Both of them do have, luckily, buybacks. Incognito, 4-staff TP, and the LSA just a little bit off, just at the edge, able to get the TP on that AA. So yeah, again, the same story. Both sides just charging up the high ground, just feeding. It's back and forth. Whoever is going for the high ground push is losing more heroes and getting the bad trades. Oh boy, Dreamy claiming the outpost, and Ren. Oh, has to be careful. Double. And Mel's already popped the buyback. There is buyback of the Slark, and how much do you wanna do on 4M? They're just gonna back away, and I like this choice, right? There's no point uncertain whether, I mean, the Slark probably has buyback, so you don't want to do that. Meanwhile, Ren will get caught up top, who has buyback. 40 minutes in, 36-21, 8k lead in this game 1, boys. It's a very back and forth close game between these two teams in the grand finals of Asian Games. uh, yeah. So yeah, Roshan's up. Dreamy walks in, immediately spotting out. Luckily, and yeah, they just force out the Roche, and looks like We Own Esports are not looking to go for the fight, especially with the Grimstroke down, who does have buyback, but yeah, it's a gamble, and looks like it's a gamble that they're gonna lose, or maybe Deshira can get the steal. Never mind, Arju gets this Aegis. What did the Slar get? Pretty much nothing, and he is gonna get sent back to the grave. Oh, a late leap pounce into his grave. That is Mel caught on the side, totally off guard. The BKB is there, but the Scotty hits. It's relentless. It's never ending. Death for a full 2 minutes. Incognito getting in. What is that spell? I forgot the name of the spell. Open wounds. Meanwhile, on the side, they do find the Darks here with the Ice Blast. What is happening? The roll. It's off the mark. Never mind. It connects onto the A on the side. Meanwhile, in the front, it's Blues a little bit in trouble right now, protected by the Cold Embrace. He actually gets the Rage of an Session is the one who goes down instead. They do have buyback and they're returning the favor. I mean, 4M, they were holding back on the tips until the very end. They finally use it, and oh boy, a full team wipe by them. 3 heroes with buyback. Both the cores do have buyback, but it's going to be a difficult hold. Blues very close to dying, but the Cold Embrace saving the life stealer, and I mean, Deshira with the risky play. I mean, high reward, high risk, high reward play, right? And it ended up being just high risk, no reward there. Does have buyback, but is not using it for now. For him, they're just going for the GG push. So look at Arju, he has like 7,000 gold saved up. Deshira hurrying to the action, immediately disarmed. The Soulbind is going to be on 2 heroes. Throne exposed. Arju just hitting the throne for the time being. KM again, this Cold Embrace. No matter, I mean, they're letting the Slark have the stacks. They're just focusing down the throne. Arju just AFK there. He's literally like a tower. There's nothing to stop this Lina from hitting the throne. They call it GG. Oh boy, and finally returning the tips, 37 to 27. They never had the kill advantage, but that is pretty much a solid point in Dota, right? The kills don't really matter. And 43 minutes, 22k lead for 4M. They end up making a comeback, but it was pretty close. It was back and forth games. And yeah, We Own Esports. Unfortunate for them, and 4M secured game 1. And however, the series is still not over, boys. This grand final is a best of 3, so we will be coming right back with game 2. Scoreboard, yeah, pretty much a solid performance from Arju, really carrying the team there. 11-3 on the Lina. Blues having a sleeper game, but he tanked a lot of stuff for the team, and especially the guy who tanked a whole lot of stuff. KM on the Earthspread, 13 deaths. 6 kills, but a whole lot of impact, I would say. But we are going to be back with game 2. The players are still there, so it's not going to be a long wait. 5 to 10 minutes, mostly 5. And we'll be right back after a quick break. Mm, yeah, 30 seconds earlier, boys. We're gonna keep the excitement ongoing because that was a banger of a game one, right? Back and forth, and really really an outstanding performance, especially like props to 4M. They're down by a lot, like it was 20-5 or something. Like the kill score was absurd, but still managing to keep the game intact, right? The lead was still very even to the very, like, throughout the game. It was not a crazy lead until the very end when 4M won. That was the only moment when the lead was actually significant at all. And what a game one. They're up by one, but all hope is not lost for We Own Esports. Still have game two, and the pressure surely on them, right? This is a must-win situation for them. If they lose here, it's all over for them. Securing second place in this tournament. The winner of this series is going to be the winner of the entire tournament, Asian Games Qualifiers 2022, and yeah, we get to see the usual keeper of light. Not, it did get passed, right? They instead banned out the Winter Wyvern on We Own Esports. Again, the Pugna always banned throughout the tournament. And 4M immediately taking the Keeper of Light, also the Medusa, taken away. So they're playing it pretty, the meta heroes, right? They're not trying anything too crazy because they just need this game. And it's the tournament is in their bag. So they're not gonna go too crazy with some weird drafts. Pretty standard, strong meta heroes right now. And We Own Esports, Jakiro, it's a pretty good hero in this meta. Nyx Assassin, we haven't seen it at all, right, in this tournament. First time seeing it. Has often been banned, and it certainly looks pretty good, right? Because you can burn the mana of the Keeper of Light as well as Medusa, so that mana burn is definitely gonna be good, right, against 4M's lineup so far. But it's very early in the draft to make any confirmed calls. Meanwhile, on the bans, AM banned, Invoker banned, they banned out the Spirit as well. USA now banned. So that's that. We Own Esports, on the other hand, banning some not the usual bans, right? We see the Pango banned, Hunka banned. The CK is still open if they want to go for it, but I think CK into Medusa doesn't really. It's not really great for the CK. So unlikely of we seeing any CKs in this game too. And yeah, We Own Esports, no room for slip ups. And yeah, using their time, they're thinking about their third pick. The support duo is already out for them. So let's see. Most likely a Mel hero coming now. And they're thinking a lot about it. So yeah. Pressure certainly on them. And the clock's ticking very quickly, so decisions have to be made fast. And the decision, the call is to go for the Void, the Faceless Void. I think the first one in this tournament as well. So I mean, it's pretty good, right? Tournament, we have seen almost all of the heroes. I mean, certainly the most amount of heroes in the tournament that I've casted so far, right? So much variety. We saw Slark, we saw Faceless Void, so a lot of different heroes every single game. Well, can't say that for 4M because they're still going for the usual picks in the meta. And Faceless Void for We Own Esports. Faceless Zakiro, decent, right? It's good damage in the Chrono with the Macropie and almost all the spells of Zakiro long range, so can pop it. Use it inside the Chrono Spear. Third pick, it is gonna be the Mars. So yeah, we saw 4M. I don't know, like if it was Arju who played the Keeper of Light last time against 3C, because that was an absolute stomp by the Keeper of Light, right? So this might well be the mid Keeper of Light, but there's a Nyx Assassin, so I'm still much more leaning towards the support Keeper of Light. Maybe position 5 Keeper of Light. Oh boy, that's a 3 in Protector, so well, Blue's gonna have the time of his life if the lane is not that difficult, right? Because mana from the Keeper of Light, the heals from 3 in Protector, so it's pretty great for the Medusa, I would say. The what do you call it? The net HP, right? Because the mana of the Medusa is technically her health as well because of the mana shield. I don't know the percentage. I don't know the numbers, but all I'm saying is Medusa is going to be difficult to kill. So certainly with the Treant and Keeper of Light effectively giving the Medusa more health, more tankiness. So it's going to be difficult. There's always the Chrono and it can catch multiple heroes, but we will have to wait until the game actually starts to see that. But I'm loving the draft for 4M so far. It looks pretty solid. Good team fight. Totally meta heroes. The Mars Medusa, Keeper of Light, Treant. I don't think that much, but still a solid hero and a whole lot of team fight. We Own Esports, on the other hand. Yeah, a little bit of lackluster for me at least. Like, I might be a noob, boys, but not really getting the vibes of this draft. On Treant, Nature's Prophet in the draft. So interesting. Maybe a 3 Nature's Prophet, maybe a mid Nature's Prophet. Definitely much more leaning towards that the off-lane Nature's Prophet. The final bans are going to be very quick, and We Own Esports, they are this time going to ban the Lina at the very end, so there is not going to be RG playing the Lina. There is still that Queen of Pain unbanned, so they might pick it. Never mind, it's going to be the Puck picked, so there's no spirits. Everything is banned, so again, Session, all that I'm seeing, if he wants to play what he has been playing throughout the tournament, he is going to pick the Queen of Pain, but instead going to go for the tanky DK now. So yeah, indeed, that off-lane Nature's Prophet, but still, yeah, I don't know why, but maybe I haven't seen a lot of Faceless Void and Nature's Prophet. Not really feeling that confident about this draft, but I might be totally off. Definitely, I am gonna favor the draft for 4M. A whole lot of team fights. Definitely the meta heroes. The Puck also pretty solid, right? And there is catch. There is certainly catch for the Puck. And Dragon Tail being the big one. And even the Nyx Assassin can always... the orbs can actually stun up the Puck if Ren is able to get that Carapace in position. So I'm not totally discarding the draft of We Own Esports, but certainly giving the draft edge on my opinion for 4M. And yeah, let's see. Definitely going to be interesting to see this off-lane Nature's Prophet, especially the body blocks, if we ever get to see. And definitely down to seeing some Rat DOTA, hopefully. So, yeah, game 2, boys. Wait a minute. And the tips are pretty early. Whoa. A lot of tips, that's for sure. And the same old stuff, right? Nothing's changed. 5-on-5 smoke immediately to get out the visions. Maybe a pickoff at best. They're just gonna play it fine, play it safe for now. RG on the Puck, and I'm also already starting to scout out the wards with the Treants. And We Own Esports on the dire side in game 2 now. Again, if you just tuned in, 4M up by 1 game in this grand final, best of 3. This is the game. This is game 2. Well, getting some good old hits on Dreamy, playing the tree and protector. So it's gonna be Kayum on his keeper of light. So sadly, we don't see the mid keeper of light. That could have been very fun, but not so much. And what do we have here? Still, I do think it is going to be an even trade of the boundary runes, and definitely Ren will use the stun just in case. And Dreamy will not bother contesting that rune, just gonna run away from it. Let's see, DK versus the puck. So this is certainly a passive lane, right? Very unlikely of anyone dying solo, unless we see some ganks, and we do see a little bit of focus on Arju in game 2, because he certainly popped off and definitely carried, I would say, definitely the MVP for game 1. So already the focus on him, blocking his small camp, and puck can always, right, just use the illusory orb both on the creep wave as well as the small camp for some efficiency, but not gonna be the case certainly until this the sentry ward is destroyed. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the body blocks, I talked about it in the draft, and immediately from the very get-go getting flashbacks of game 1 because Blue's already dead. I mean, Clutch, he was caught up by so many bodies there, could not move, could not do anything there. So that's not a great sign, certainly for him. Don't want to lose their mid and hard carry Medusa at minute 1. So yeah, I might be wrong for We Own Esports, but let's see. I mean, We Own Esports, the thing with this team is early game is pretty much solid, right? I honestly haven't seen them lose a single early game against anyone so far. The games that I've seen, right? Just in that mid to late game, a little bit of throws in the high ground, a little bit of throwy in the Roche pit. Just like any team, right? It's always risky. It's not risky. It's not that much. You can always recover from the early game start, but mistakes in the mid to late game, it's game losing. Definitely game losing there. So, but yeah, good sign in the bottom lane. Like game 1, Mel getting an early kill, or who was it? It was actually Ren who got the kill. Oops, that was a misclick. I accidentally sent. So in the mid lane, let's talk about the CS. It's pretty even. 8 session does have 4 denies, and the small camp is still blocked. Blues already forced to use the salve on him, so he's not really having the freest farm in the bottom lane. Dreamy gonna block the hard camp to deny any pulls and stuff. And oh boy, Mel's really putting the pressure. And Tree and Protector, one of the advantages, right? Not Tree and Protector, Nature's Prophet. That Treants can be, if you can use it properly, right? Very hard to get CS in this lane. You can already see 8 denies on Mel, and Blues not a whole lot of CS, sitting at 7 last hits. And certainly, like I said, the mid is off, definitely. Oh, never mind that. In the top lane, a big burst, and it's got to be difficult for the Jakira. Although it's a tanky support, but that's a lot of damage. 300 damage with the max channel time. This early on, it's not something you want to tank often, and it's not even that long cooldown, right? 13-second cooldown with infinite mana. Now, that's borderline broken, I would say. And Incognito, he has 700 HP, and look at this health. Just Well, Reiji seems like he is playing the imposter in the top lane, actually saving the Dragon Minion on the bottom. Action happening on the both side of the map. Ren a little bit in trouble as well. He's gonna get right click down, but Fairy is gonna keep himself alive. Mel just running and right clicking. They will kill the Treant of Dreamy in the bottom. Meanwhile, in the top, they kill the Mars as well, and KM might just end up dying as well. The stick at the end is gonna keep himself alive. However, he will lose his career, which had the salve incognito, barely able to sidestep that. So the silence definitely is looking very interesting. Oh boy, in the mid, Raju fairly low. Oh, sorry about that, I miss it. Incognito will drop. Reiji got the kill on him, and oh boy, I'm missing a whole lot of kills. Oh my god, like what is happening? There's fights happening all over the place. Mel died in the bottom. Arju gets solo killed by a Dragon Knight in the mid. I wonder how that happened. Oops. I mean, there's too much happening on all three lanes. Heroes are so low. The Catapult Wave, good damage, but the strength of the Treant Protector with the glyph, they're pretty much keeping this tower fully alive and healthy. So definitely Session. Oh my god. He's almost level 7 and Raju is not even level 6. Oh my god. Like what is happening? I need to get my shit straight, boys. I need to focus up. Ren pretty low. Blue's already dead. Dreamy getting chased around. The Sprout is off the mark. Dreamy still on the run, trying to run away. 2 heroes, but it looks like he is gonna get trapped, or I mean his creating space is still running away, but the Sprout this time it will connect, but just able to tango his way out of there. 6.5 minutes in. 3-4-5. Blue's dying again. It's the literal same KDA of what he had on the lifestealer in game 1. And top lane, Deshara pretty low. In the bottom, and finally the wraparound is coming in, that the stun connects, and Ren is finally gonna put an end to Dreamy's just running around. Definitely almost close to a full level advantage for Session, certainly because of that solo kill onto Arju, right? Really confused about how that happened there. Might have to check the highlights later if we have it. But yeah, this game, 3-6, 7 minutes in. Session certainly redeeming from his performance in game 1, top of the net worth. Having a solid start in the mid. Same story for Blues, however. He's not falling that far behind despite those 2 deaths and no kills. But on the top, we do see Treant Protector using his ulti. And in the mid again, Session killing Arju. Like, oh my god, like I. Huh. Maybe I am too much relying on that the mid is not a kill lane. Maybe that is because I'm missing a lot. That is the reason I'm missing a whole lot of kills in the mid. Session getting on around by 3 heroes, and this should be a death for him, but oh, Bren with the stun saving his mid laner. Session's able to just fly away. Damn. Ren in perfect at the very last moment, just in time. And that was a 3-man gank. And it's a different story for Arju's Puck in this game too. Dying twice. Oh boy. However, the lead is it's still the early game. We can say all things for sure. Level 9 on the DK, the mid tower already down, so oh boy, that's 2 level advantage for the Dragon Knight. Looks like it's Arju having the same treatment in game 2. 1k lead finally. Down bottom, the Sprout is there. Mel looks like he's getting ganked by 3 heroes, just trying to bail away with the TP. Icebat is good on to 2 heroes as well. Mel gets bailed away from there. Session's trying to wrap around, but the Arena is gonna keep Session in one place, trapped inside the walls, surrounded by multiple heroes. The first one to fall is gonna be the Jakiro. Arju arriving for the gank as well. There is multiple heroes, all 4 heroes of 4M, and even Deshara, beautiful chrono onto all 4 heroes in the perfect time. They get 1, they get 2, the stun, the bash, the damage, everything onto Puck, and a disaster. Only disaster for 4M in the bottom lane. What a timing, I mean. We Own Esports. Oh boy, they are here to play, and they're not playing around like in game 1, right? What a chrono from Deshara. It's always such a beauty to watch, like everyone, the enemies trapped right at the edges of the chronosphere. It might just be me, but that looks so cool. What a chrono. Just time walk in, beautiful chrono. They get the cleanup. They could not find the big guy. Blues managed to survive, but pretty much the damage was done. All 4 heroes, all the rest of the heroes just died incognito. Just able to bail away with the TP there. Coil was on cooldown. 4 to 11. Oh, Ren is hunting. We do see Mel using the ultimate, and Blues, look at the damage, and he's just dead. The sentry too late, the carapace, the stun. Ren, what a Chad. He might get, yeah, he has the urn. Mel also showing up for the cleanup. This game, it might just be a landslide win for We Own Esports, because it's certainly looking that way, and it's not only the kills that's favoring We Own Esports in game 2. It's the network lead as well. I mean, what a catch, what a read from Ren, right? So walks in, gets the double kill. Did he get the double? No, Mel was there to steal it, and that's the advantage of the Nature's Prophet, the global presence, right? And Mel's not even lacking behind in terms of anything. Has the kills, has the farm, almost has the entire Orchid as well. Oh, another stun. Sessions ready with the follow-up. Dragon Tail, and Dreamy might be dreaming for a little bit, because oh, never mind, he's gonna keep himself alive with the help of that living armor. KM on the other hand, Stone Gaze, but the Sprout keeping Blues away, but oh, what's happening? The damage from Arju is doing work. The Puck a little bit in trouble. The stun from the Nyx Assassin. Arena from the side. It's massive on Reiji. The turnaround. Oh boy, 4M. Can they get kills though? We Own Esports, they're just running away. Yeah, just run away. Session just flying away on the DK. That was a big arena, but not a whole lot of kills. There is the spear and the cleanup. Session goes back in. What a mad lad. Gets the mega kill on that Dreamy 3 and Protector. Session just waving his hand, goodbye lads, I'm out of here. And that was a long fight. It's still not over. Look at Blues, he's totally out of mana. Session goes back in, unstoppable on the Dragon Knight. The Chrono not holding back at all, right? No way they're holding back, but Reiji, he's quite a tanky lad there. Spear onto Deshara. Deshara, can he get the time walk? No, he can't. He's killed in the tier 2 tower. The Chrono to kill himself. Arju arriving as well. This fight, it's going on and on and on. It's not over yet. Still not over somehow. How? Illuminate, enlighten in the head. Oh boy, Mel expressed his way back to base, killed through the TP, and how long did that fight last? Oh my god. So many heroes dying, and it says the trade was favorable for 4M in terms of gold as well as XP, right? Session, he did not die throughout the fight, but his teammates, his team is not that tanky like he is, and really unfortunate for Deshara. Right? He went for the Chrono, but the Mars was stuck on the corner and literally no damage on him. Plus the turnaround spear and the boom burst from the Illuminate of Kayum. Oh boy. And again, this game was looking a little bit out of control, but after that fight, 4M Gonna be able to control the lead up to 2k. A two-man smoke play session. Blink is ready and he's hunting. He gets one. The Nature's Prophet ult is very quick. The stun, they do have damage this time around. Ragey will drop, unlike last time. Wrath of Nature. I keep on forgetting the name of that spell. So 9-18, 2k lead for We Own Esports in game 2. A lot of 2s in that. Witchblade queued up by Arju. He is struggling in terms of gold. Definitely looking to recover his farm. And 0 and 4 on the puck. Finally level 10. Bottom lane. They're looking for the defense. And looks like the call is to hold on to this tower. We see 2 heroes. The Mars also TPing in. Session literally level 13. 3 levels ahead of the puck. Like off almost anyone. The closest on the enemy team is Blues, who is level 11. Starting to work on the Manta style. Yasha Dragonlance there. Arju Witchblade is finally done. Blink ready on Reiji. Everything ready on him as well. There is recall. Is it there? Yeah. I think it is there, right? Spirit form is gonna expire. Never mind, there is no recall for the Medusa. So Blues is not gonna be in this fight. Look at Ren, I mean, positioning. Deishara. Yeah, immediately. I want to play. This is definitely worth it. Death for Ren, but he keeps the Faceless Void alive, so they're gonna take the trade. Definitely, We Own Esports not too unhappy about that trade. Deishara, I thought he was free farming, but the gold certainly not showing it, right? He's closing on to that Maelstrom, but not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. A session, Agnum Shard done. Incognito, nothing much on the Jakiro. What about Mel? The guy with the highest net worth in this game right now. It's pretty normal for the Treant Protector, right? Why? I mean, I get confused. I get pretty confused. Like Treant Protector and Nature's Prophet. I get confused between those two heroes. So Nature's Prophet. It's pretty usual for Nature's Prophet to have a lot of farm, because you're basically farming the entire map. Orchid and his saving goal for the time being for the BKB. And yeah, up top. Both teams deciding to play the farm game similar to game 1, right? At a point, although you have everything, you are just fed up with the fighting. When that mid game is about to kick in, you just go in, sleep in the jungle, start playing passive. That has been the story in game 1 as well for a little bit. And in game 1, right after I said that, they took a fight. So let's see if it is gonna be the same case here as well. Yeah, We Own Esports really dominating the early game. So 4M have not managed to do a whole lot of tower damage. They're finally starting to work on the top tower, which We Own Esports are deciding to let it go for free. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they're finally TPing on both the supports. The glyph is ready, and it's gonna be used. Decent damage, living armor, trying to keep the tier 2 alive. Session just pumping damage, not really backing away. Illuminates, another carapace. Back and forth. And pretty much aside from Blues, all 4 heroes of 4M showing up for the defense. I mean, this is a pretty big tower to give up for free. Look at Ren. He's looking for the wraparound, sneaking his way behind, and he's actually leaving the bottom lane. Yeah. Oh boy. Blues, Manta style is ready. Lucky for him, he is able to TP. He's already TP'd to the bottom. So, gonna be fine. There is Observer wards on the hill. Still not dewarded just yet. So, everyone is in vision, and I don't know about this play, boys, because that is certainly... Oh, there is an Observer wards on the enemy side as well. So both teams technically know where they are and what's about to happen. But let's see. They're in a standstill. Who's gonna get the first jump? No one. All 4 heroes waiting on the high ground. they're not gonna jump in for 4M because yeah, pretty much both teams and almost identical moves of what we saw just a moment ago. They spot out the smoke. The scan is gonna be there. Maybe they're just gonna force it, but Dreamy a little late on the retreat, and 4 heroes right on top of him. Session's able to clean up that guy. So breaking the ice, yeah, that was the term that I forgot in game 1, right? Breaking the silence, or yeah, whatever you call it, breaking the ice. I think that's what you say. Finally, a kill after what do you say? 3 minutes, turning out to be pretty passive. Finally, a kill. Arju 0 and 4, so yeah, struggling and just recovering from that very, very disastrous lane in the mid, which I honestly don't know. I might have to check the game replay of how that happened, because that was multiple solo kills if I'm not wrong. Maybe sometimes a couple of the late kills were because of the Nature's Prophet's ult, something like that, but that's so weird for me. And the Session maintaining the 3-level advantage on the puck on the enemy mid, but Blues has been able to catch up to the DK, also level 16. We see finally a 3-man smoke play, and and looking for the wraparound on Deshira, who does not have BKB, and the immediate coil is going to be there. He even turns it around with the Chrono Spear. Oh, who got who is the question. It's Deshira who got the puck. Yeah, coil for me to chrono you, and that was certainly not what 4M were smoking to get there. Reiji will be killed as well. Mid TP, godlike on Session. They lose 3, they get nothing, and I am very confused. I mean, not really, right? But certainly that even surprised me, right? I haven't really seen that, because once you get coiled, you're trying to run away. But Deshira says, yeah, who's running? I'm gonna fight you with the Chrono. Just pops it instantly, catches 2. They get more. Kyriam trying to get those illuminates out for the tower defense, but that's not gonna be the case. Meanwhile, we do see the defense. The TPs are coming in. They want to take the fight. There is the silence on the 2 heroes. Melt already has the BKB, so Blues is gonna run in with the Stone Gaze, but the Sprout is gonna keep him in one place. What's happening? No one's pretty much dead. Blues, he's just able to get 1. He's gonna get he's able to get the Jakiro. Only the Jakiro, so they still do manage to defend this, keep this tower alive. Like, the fights are just non-stop in this tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. 5k lead for We Own Esports, 11-23. Just a moment. And Roche is up, but no one's trying to get it. Blink BKB shard on Sessions. Dragon Knight level 17, almost 18. Spirit Vessel on Ren to counter the healing, definitely there. Oh, Mel gets taken down. Oh man, I am missing a whole lot of kills. I might be turning blind, boys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what? Maybe because it's too fast, or I'm not really paying attention. But I gotta get my head in the game. BKB done for Desera, so much more difficult to kill him. Has he even died? He has died once. After that weird dive in the tier 2 tower. Ren spots out Reiji. He starts off with a stun. Oh, Session blinking in Spirit Vessel, Fire, and Hellfire. The Carapace is gonna be there, keeping heroes in control. We Own Esports not necessarily backing away as well. They're down by 1 on 4M, so they do have the numbers disadvantage. The Sprout onto Blues, immediately forced to pop the Stone Gaze. It's gonna be a defensive one, and he's trying to run away. He's gonna run away fast. Oh, but someone who is definitely not running away. It's Session, and the Keeper of Light, KM, quickly killed Godlike on the Dragon Knight. And have to be careful. Blues feeling confident about walking in, throwing some Skadi hits. Still everything ready pretty much on We Own Esports. Chrono is ready as well. Mel, he is gonna TP up top and gonna retreat again. It's 4M, able to keep the tower alive despite losing a good amount of heroes, right? They're keeping the towers alive. Lead 5k. Skadi, Manta, Dragonlance done, so decent timing. Blue still has the highest trump. And Arju necessarily has not yet recovered, because the map has not been easy for him, right? They have not been able to just move out of the base that frequently. So he's still level 15. Now he's level 16 and he's going for the blink. Reiji, BKB on the working. Not there yet. Dreamy with the shard, so I don't know what that does. We do see a couple of heroes on the top. Looks like Sessions on the hunt, and Raju, he has to be careful. However, there is a couple of heroes surrounding. There is reinforcements for the puck, and he's definitely gonna get it. A quick kill onto the Jakiro. Incognito. He'll be slain again. And again, Aegis, Roche. They don't really like Roche, right? On both sides. We saw in game 1. We are seeing it in game 2 as well. It's 26 minutes in. No Roche. Deshira saving gold for the Aghanim Shard. He might just buy it. He's not committing fully for it just yet. Session. Yeah, pretty much close to the full AC on the DK. Still very farmed. Good damage on the top tower. And oh, Ren able to get the quick blink away. Session does blind stun. It's gonna connect. It's gonna catch Reiji. Doesn't have BKB or none of that stuff. So he is gonna fall. So they don't really say. I mean, they do lose a body. Lose a guy. But still decent damage on the tier 2 tower up top. 21 on Blues, going for the butterfly. And look at Arju, he actually went for that Boots of Travel, skipping the blink for now. He's going back for the blink, so it's gonna be delayed by just a little bit. 6k lead. Game 2, 13-26. Gem there. And We Own Esports, right? Just looking for some pickups, chasing all over the place. Dreamy is able to play around the trees. Session popping the dragon form. So let's see if he can do some tower damage. He has the fresh AC ready. And oh boy, the sentry. Oh, Dreamy right at the edge. Carapace, it will catch him. And they do have the gem for the true sight. And Dreamy will be punished. Oh, that was really unfortunate, but I think that was the gem as well. Bottom lane, what's happening? Puck, Arju, oh, he orbed into the Chrono. Right into the Chrono. Deshira cleaning up the puck. They lose KM. Mel able to just sprout down the horse. Sprout down the old man. And just like that, they lose 3 heroes. And the lead finally explodes. From all the way from 5k to 10k now. Session doesn't have the creep wave, and I mean they are making We Own Esports, making them work. Arena is good on the 3 here. We do see a buyback from KM. The stone gate is being popped right now. Reiji a lot of trouble, but oh, Deshira doesn't get anything off. He's gonna get the time walk off somehow. Does still have the BKB. My god, not really. I mean, still saving the BKB. Ooh, the moves. Reiji blinking past the stun. Ren is gonna be the casualty. And I am so surprised. Like, how are they keeping these towers alive? They do catch Mel on the top lane. Doesn't have BKB. It's on cooldown for 7 seconds, but a whole lot of spell being missed. It's not gonna matter. The tower is gonna drop to the tree, and so that is gonna be the first tier 2 tower down. And it took the it cost the life of Mel to take it. I am really surprised that for We Own Esports, they have a tree and protector, right? They have Jakiro, they have Dragon Knight, they have a massive lead, and somehow 4M have been able to defend most of the towers so many times, and a little bit is on Dreamy, right? Constantly healing back the towers, but finally they get the tier 2 tower, but at the cost of this free Roche. And oh boy, still the biggest hero, the scariest hero is this Medusa of Blues, right? Despite that shaky laning start, still able to get the farm, just like how, I mean, usual Medusa stuff, right? Destroy her in lane, it still doesn't matter. Able to get that farm, and now with Aegis on his hands, level 22, finally cleaning up some towers after giving up that Roche. So they get the bottom tier 2 as well, so towers finally dropping. Dreamy again, hello, no man's land. I'm getting immediately punished. Session just killing everything in sight. He's 15-0 on DK. A night and day performance from what we saw in game 1. And he's gonna go for the much more he's gonna go for the better item, right? Halberd almost done. Definitely gonna help against the Medusa. Keep that Medusa from right-clicking heroes. Glimmer is done for Incognito. It's on his courier, which is dead. Aishara, we haven't really seen any big chronos. I mean, we did see, multiple chronos. Multiple men chronos. He has been catching Arju and all, right? But not the big ones that we saw very early on in the game. Going for the Skadi himself as well. What's happening in the bottom? We do see Arju. Able to get the blink away. So, Ren holding back on the stun. Maybe he was looking for the Vendetta hit plus that stun. If he just went for the stun, he might possibly have gotten that. We do see finally, after a long time, 4M smoking out. They have Aegis still on the Medusa. Blink not there, however, KM, Force Staff, Spirit Vessel on him as well. BKB ready on Reiji. Blue is actually committing fully for the Hurricane Pipe for the Sprout issue, right? Can't do much if you're Sprouted. And there is the leash on the Sprout that some... Did he went for the Sprout leashes? No. He did not went for the Sprout leash talent, so I'm really down. Why did he not go for that? 100% miss chance for Sprouted target. And yeah, Blues definitely has the item to counter that. It does depend on how he uses the Hurricane Pipe, right? If he goes in with the Hurricane Pipe, he can get out of the Sprout, so that's going to be an issue. But I mean, he should be saving it to get out of those Sprouts every single time. And look at Dreamy just healing back this tier 2 tower, almost back to full. Halberd there. Mel Hex is ready, so that's more control. Deishira Skadi is ready, so the new set of items have arrived for both the teams. They do manage to get the tier 2 tower up top on 4M. And the smoke really didn't do much, did it? It pretty much didn't get anyone. Arju, let's see, level 19. Still struggling, I would say. I'm pretty sure he's never gonna catch up to at least the rest of the course, but it's not like you can only have impact with gold, right? Still a puck, despite having a lot of farm, can do a whole lot in the team fights. Blink, Witchblade, Yule's Ghost Scepter is now thinking about the Lincoln Spear, maybe to counteract that Hex from Mel, because he is revealing himself. He's not like hiding the Hex or anything. He has shown it. Mid-tower also drops, and oh boy, Mel, he walked into the chrono though. Deishira arriving with the perfect chrono on the side. Dreamy is already dead. Yule controlling Deishira, didn't pop BKB, so Blues is gonna be totally fine. Someone who is not is gonna be Mel, and look at, oh my god, the damage with the double damage. Oh, Blues obliterates that Deishira Void. Chrono was very quick, but it was no, I mean, it didn't do much, right? It did not do anything there. 2 dead without buyback. Oh my, the tables completely turning around, and both of them don't have buyback. They're cutting the waves. Session, heads up play. Yeah, he's definitely gonna prevent the game from ending. Has already taken care of the full wave, so they're not gonna get a whole lot. So nice play from Session, keeping them in the game. They're still in the game, not like, again, similar to game 1. This late game for Miracles look so damn scary. Like they have the item timings, and I talked about impact, right? With just one use, the Void could not do shit on the Chrono. There was no damage in it. And Mel, unfortunately, he does a lot of right click, but he was inside the Chrono. There were not a lot of heroes around that at all. Session was nowhere near there. Dreamy again on the bottom, trying to take the outpost, but it will be caught very quickly killed as well. But reinforcements, 2-man coil is perfect. Session popped the BKB and immediately bailing out of there. Nothing to go through the BKB though, so 1-for-1 trade. Daisha was back up. Chrono on cooldown. They don't have Aegis, so my god, 4M looking very scary, and Daisha should be fine, right? He's not completely backing away. Session, he blinks and he doesn't have BKB. Remember, he doesn't have BKB. Look at the stone gaze, the positioning. Blues walks in right in the face of Daisha with the tips. It's not ending, boys. 4M turning the tables around. It doesn't matter if you're down by 10k, 5k. It really doesn't seem like it matters. It doesn't really matter, boy. They turn it around again. What a stone gaze from Blues, and almost the identical death for Daishira in the grave for a full 60 seconds. They're actually respecting, they're respecting the buyback, so they're not gonna force it completely. And oh boy, look at this. Never mind. They are gonna force it. They're not gonna go back. Void still dead. Session forced to buy back on this DK, who was absolutely destroyed the mid lane. Still 17-1, but like, what can you do? This Medusa now with MKB Butterfly, there's no answers to the evasion. The supports are pretty much useless there. Ren, Reiji has to be a little bit careful. He's getting poked. They still have a fight in them, right? Because we haven't really seen 4M take a pretty big fight, though. There is still the Hex. Where is it? Reiji caught in the Sprout, but the Force Staff is going to be there from KM. Ren just walks in, and look at Blue's perfect positioning, bodyguarding rest of his teammates, and the coil. Again, Impact is the name of the game, and that is certainly Impact. Get another body. Dead for a full 90 seconds on that Nyx Assassin. There's a DD on the river. A must deny. You don't want that DD on that Medusa. Incognito will be losing his life very quickly now. There's no way that he can escape, but eyes on the bigger prize. Leave the dragon. Let him fly. Let him enjoy his time, because Mel got caught under the vision of the Observer's Wood, and he's dead. That's a buyback, and We Own Esports really scattered. They're just dying one after another. I haven't seen them as a full 5-man fight. It's never there. It's always 4M with the full, with the man advantage, with the hero advantage. And oh boy, this game is turning out to be really ugly right now. Arju a little bit in trouble right now, getting bashed multiple times. And finally, maybe the turnaround. We Own Esports. 4M looking to take the fight though. They already lost the Keeper of Light. They immediately buy back onto his arena. And the spear actually clipped back Session. That was a massive kill. Unfortunate. And it's getting tricky. Lead back and forth. It was 7k for 4M. They blow it down to 2k with those double buybacks. Roshan up. Needed. They need to go to Rosh right now. And yeah, that was 3 buybacks. Mel even buying back for that fight. Let's quickly see the items, right? So nothing much on the Keeper. Dreamy just with the blink. That's pretty much it. Reiji with a full refresher. Oh, so that's massive. Blues has almost 7,000 gold saved up. Blink Gem, Lincoln's added, and this might be do or die situation, the last fight for both the teams. Well, not necessarily for 4M, right? Because they still have buybacks on the big hard carry Medusa. Roshan, they're not contesting it, and it's gonna be way too late. Too much risk, and they're not gonna take it like game one. They're not gonna take the Roche fight, so they're gonna let it go for free. But I don't know how you deal with this Medusa now. The only option that I really see is kill rest of the heroes, and just kite the Medusa. Because pretty sure there's no way you kill this Medusa. There's no answers to the evasion. Like what? And maybe the Hex. I mean, there is a Blood Throne now, so that's definitely some answers to the evasion with the True Strike. Does it give True Strike? I'm pretty sure it does, right? Yeah, it does give True Strike. Bottom lane, what do you see? Arju a little bit in trouble right now, trying to run away. Dreamy on the side. Ren has arrived as well. Dreamy melts right there. The coil is going to be there. Where's the TPs? TPs are not there. The fight's happening on two sides. Not really. Mel just able to escape with his BKB TP out of there. But look at this wraparound right there. Cleaning up the waves there. Getting the waves back in control. Mel trying his best to push out the side lanes. Doesn't have buyback. Like who has buyback? Let's see. So only the Void and the Medusa have buyback. Everything is either on cooldown or they're short on gold. Most of them it's on cooldown. So only the two hard carries have buyback in this game right now. Blues literally miles away from anyone in this game in terms of raw gold and net worth. He has a trickster's cloak, so this is 20% evasion, 35 from the butterfly. Oh my god, this man walking around with 48% evasion. Ren's in a nice position for the wrapper on the side. Oh, Arju in trouble. Lincoln gonna keep himself alive, but the Aeon is gonna neglect the chrono damage for a little bit. They're just pouncing on him. They are able to take down the puck, but oh, can they run away though? The Ice Bat is keeping Blues in control. Session 1v1 able to fly away on the side. Meanwhile, in the bottom, they do catch Deshara. Buyback gonna be there from the Void. Session on the side. Dreamy buying back as well. Ran Arena. Deshara able to time away from there. Blues still very strong in the midst of everything. There's a side fight happening in the bottom lane. Rat DOTA keeping in on Reiji. Blues still the only guy right there. What's happening down bottom? Mel's able to just run away. And 4M, can they run away? KM is gonna be taken down mid TP. It's Blues versus the entire team. 4 versus 1. Can they even kill this guy? I mean, I don't think you can kill him, Deshara. Oh, you have to be careful, Blues. Jesus Christ, the damage on this guy. There's no way you kill this Medusa. No way. I mean, you have 4 heroes, literally the entire team, trying to take this Medusa down, but they can't do shit. That's it? Like what? Puck's dead, without buyback. Disarm. Stun. Oh, Reiji able to get that spear onto Session, who is burning himself. Ren a little bit in out of position. Blues still has that Aegis. Is finally starting to tick down after a long time, so he will lose his first life. Reiji does have that buyback if he wants to. Where is it? Do they have enough damage on him? They're trying, and Blues looks like he is gonna get taken down now. Finally, with the True Strike and all, right? He is killable. He is killable. Oh boy, this game. We Own Esports. They managed to get the lead all the way down to 1k for 4M. It's almost totally evened out. So back and forth. And I don't know. A whole lot of stuff happened there. Session. Ags just flying around through everything. He's still only managed to die once. 18-1. They're looking to force out a buyback on Blues, which he pretty much has to do it. Pretty sure. Let's see how long. Can they really save the buyback on the Medusa? I don't really think so. On the side, what is this? Mel going in really aggressively. Look at this. The spear is gonna be there. The Chrono catches only the Keeper of Light. The overgrowth is gonna be massive. Mel's dead for a long time. The Keeper of Light is gonna die. Reiji getting bashed away. Session. The Arena is gonna catch Ren on his way back. He's gonna be left behind. However, rest of the heroes are gonna be fine. So all in all, not the worst, not the best either. They force out a buyback on the Medusa, as well as the Mars. I don't know if he bought back for that specific fight. This game is totally back and forth. Like, it's even now, 45 minutes in. Let's see the new batch of items. Session, saving gold for the full overwhelming blink. Deishara, he needs a lot of damage, right? He's selling a bunch of stuff. He has a refresher, so ooh, this might really catch 4M off guard. The big damage dealer, however, the answer to the evasion of the Medusa, Mel, is dead. Does have buyback in the next 30 seconds, so that's a good sign. He's going for the Daedalus, so buyback immediately forced out from Ren. Let's see, and this is the situation definitely tricky for both sides, right? Blues playing without buyback. Dreamy, nothing much aside from blink. Is Arena is on cooldown for 10 seconds. Reiji goes in, spears back the DK. Blues just walks in with the Stone Gaze, pops the BKB, root and everything on the Dragon Knight. Session will be losing his first, and will be losing his life for the first time. But that is... Oh! Deja with the 3-man Chrono. Look at Reiji just walks back into the Chrono. Medusa without buyback. He's gonna die. Deja with the refresher plays. Oh my god. Oh, that definitely caught them off guard, didn't it? They were not expecting that Chrono Spear. What a play. I mean, what a player, honestly. Deishara buying the refresher. He sold a couple of stuff, right? Selling madness and whatnot. Catching the Medusa and Blues dying there. And it almost looked like Session played the perfect bait there. Roshan, we will know the next respawn timer in the next 1 minute or so. In the mid, Arju's taking care of the wave though. Oh, he's gonna get stunned. He's gonna get caught. Oh, Ren, he had the number on him and Arju's dead as well. There is a buyback on the puck, however. They're coming for it. Arju gonna buy back for it. There is no glyph on the side of 4M. Gonna be a difficult hold. Can they really do it? Session's already eyeing on the bigger target, right? Just working on the tier 4 towers. Reiji still has the refresher. There we have it. The glyph is gonna be there. 50 seconds until Blues is back up. 1 tier 4 tower down. They have to go in, do something about it. Session popped with his BKB. Arena popped. Throne exposed. Arena is not gonna catch another set of Arena. The BKB keeping Deshara alive. They want to go for the game, and looks like they're certainly gonna get it. We Own Esports almost choking like game 1, but they managed to pull it through. A double, I mean, what do you call it? A double comeback or something. They were in the lead, they threw the lead, 4M were in the lead, but they managed to make a comeback on We Own Esports. What a game, and I mean, that refresher from the void definitely won them the game. A 4-man Chrono, Deishara, I mean, saving We Own Esports from almost a disaster of a game, right? What a Chrono. What a 5-hit move as well. Damn. And what a grand finals as well, boys. Game 2, it goes to We Own Esports. It was a nail biter there. 47 minutes, probably the longest game so far in the tournament. And we are going to have the final showdown in Game 3 coming up in this grand finals between these two teams. What a series so far. So we'll be right back after 5-6 minutes, right? We'll be right back. I mean, if that was not a hype game at its finest, like I don't know what is. What a game it was, and what a series and what a spot in the tournament to get a game like this in the grand finals, nonetheless, right? Evening out the series. I mean, we own we own esports. They were on their dying ropes. Like a loss there, it was all over for them. But the MVP definitely that Chrono Spear, the refresher purchase, selling Cup Madness, and I think he sold his boots as well. Refreshed for the Chrono, sold it again, bought whatever he could, and it certainly came up for a big surprise. We for him, out of anything, they were not surprised. They were definitely not expecting that to happen, right? Like what a heads up play, what a 5-hit played, and they should have. The chronos were spot on from the very beginning. Like there was no bad chrono, and what a chrono to end off the game as well, keeping We Own Esports alive in this finals, in this grand finals, forcing a game 3, the final death match, do or die for both teams. For them, not necessarily played bad, right? Props to them as well. Almost the similar story, and even almost a similar ending at how game 1 ended, right? They got pretty much, like, I don't need to say anything. Like, they got stomped in the early game. The kill was absurd for We Own Esports. They were slaughtering them. But once that mid game kicked in, right, they're saving their tier 2 towers. They're not letting it fall. The lead is only just the network lead is pretty much stuck right there. And yeah, and they just somehow, like, one fight and it's all them after that. They just keep on snowballing, go with the momentum, right? Go with the flow, and they just rolled through it. But this time, We Own Esports definitely showing some resilience, right? They did not want to have a similar ending to game 1. They fought back, and my God, what a play from the entire team. And that might have been honestly a bait from Session as well on the DK, playing with his buyback, playing in the front, giving away his first life. And out of nowhere, this time walk in, a full 4-man chrono to end off the game. They kill the Medusa, and there was nothing remaining. And Blues, like, it was only him in game 2, right? Honestly, the rest of the heroes not really doing much. Almost 90% of the damage was all the Medusa. The rest was only the control and all. But enough of game 2. We move on for the final showdown between these two teams. We do see the Nature's Prophet again for We Own Esports and a Tide Hunter. So the trick is on the flex. The confusion is already there. Is it an off-lane Tide or an off-lane Nature's Prophet? Both these heroes can be played in so many different roles, 5 or even 4. One, Nature's Prophet even more. I think it can be played on literally every single role. Tide, mid-tide also possibility, more often off-lane Tide. We have even seen position 5 Tide, so there's a lot of flexibility already from the get-go for We Own Esports. In game 3, and yeah, We Own Esports banning out the Pugna again. Like for the throughout the tournament, they've always banned this Pugna hero. Winter Wyvern banned, Wraith King, Tango Necro banned for them, and for 4M, they go for a Rubik and a Clockwork. And Keeper of Light is banned. They banned the Medusa themselves, banning out a couple of session heroes, being that Invoker and that Storm Spirit taken out as well. It's much more clearer for 4M, right? Definitely the 2 support duos. Nothing too crazy about that. Yeah. And the third pick, this hero did escape the ban, so it slipped out. So we do have a Sand King, a very common hero, picked by both the teams whenever it is open, right? Whenever it's not banned, it's always picked. Like I was at us. Sorry. Never mind the mic stuff.
We Own Esports. Now, quick, third and the fourth pick. They go for the USA Warrior and the Shadow Shaman. Now picked by them. And very confident draft. Right? No one is stalling. They they want to get it over with. Right, the final showdown and very quick drafts in this game 3 draft. USA Warrior and a Shadow Shaman. So, uh, still confused. Like, should be either. Like, is it? I think this is a support Nature's Prophet, isn't it? Or maybe, yeah, I can't quite say for sure, but I'm leaning towards the support Nature's Prophet, or maybe, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm too confused about it. The final two bans are gonna be the Bat Rider, and they do take out the Lina, and even 4M, right? Identifying the issues that DK is out of the game. They ban out the Ember as well. And a new hero for session for We Own Esports, a Leshrac in the draft now. So, yeah, again, seeing so many different heroes this late in the tournament, right? It's not the same stuff always. It's not the same stuff. It's always different, matter of fact. Always different course. We have an USA Warrior now. 4M go for a carry PL now. And the final pick is certainly left for Arju, who struggled on the puck in game 2, right? So it has been back and forth between the two mid laners. Game 1, it was Arju with the edge, with the domination in the mid. Game 1, Arju. Game 2, it was Session who destroyed in the mid. Now game 3, let's see. They're using the reserve time for this last pick. Let's see what they get now. Just a moment, boys. About the wait. Doug. What is going to be the final pick? Yeah, they're almost using the entirety of their reserve time for this one. So this is literally the final match of this tournament, right? Whoever wins this game wins the entire thing. I don't really know the prize pool, or I don't know what's the reward, but certainly it's always good to win the grand finals. Asian Game Qualifiers 2022. And we have, what is this? A little bit of flex on both sides. It's Reiji going for the final pick of Veno off lane. Looking really hideous. Also that Sand King. Are you going for the mid Sand King? Blues on the PL. KM position 4 o'clock. Dreamy playing his Rubik. Quite common for him. Meanwhile, for We Own Esports, it was indeed, it was not the off lane tide. It was the position 4 tide for Ren. And Incognito is going to be playing that 5 Shadow Shaman with Daisharas, USA Warrior, a whole bunch of different heroes. So I can't wait for this one. This series has certainly been one of the most exciting series so far in a Nepali Dota tournament. That's for sure. In the tops there, definitely in top 5. That I have personally casted or even seen. I mean, what a series so far. And what a grand final. Sad that we could not get this in a LAN, right? I don't know the details about why that was not possible, but definitely there was a live stream, so it usually rains as well, so it's not like that the LAN was gonna be totally fine. So maybe it worked out for the best, and quality of games certainly top notch. A little bit of change by the looks of it, and definitely the tips being exchanged. We Own Esports, the only one to smoke out. 4M are not gonna smoke this time around. We do see the tips being exchanged. We Own Esports, all 5 heroes right up top on the high ground, and they lay down their own observer wards. The sentry is there as well. The D ward is there as well. So should be giving away both the wards, right? Incognito, he's gonna deny it. Doesn't want to give it. Doesn't want to give the gold away. Some exchange trash talk. Will we see a fight? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sad that we didn't see a techies. That's a feels bad, man, for me, definitely. So no rune fight. So very minimum, or I think I honestly seen only 1 rune fight, or maybe at max 3 throughout this the games that I've casted and streamed. The caster, right? Only 3, or I think max 3 fights. Otherwise, it has been pretty passive in the runes, just letting them take it or not even contesting it. Look at this, Tide Hunter deep inside the tree line, and Reiji might be up for a big surprise. Oh no, Reiji, hello! My friend does get the Gale off, so yeah, he knows he's pretty much dead, so he's not gonna try too much to run away, just gonna tank the death and maybe body blocks from Ren. It's not gonna be possible, so yeah, a surprise start in the bottom lane, and KM, he's gonna get slowed by the gush. Already pausing, and the story seems to be always the same, right? 4 miracles, they always seem to struggle on the off lane. Already Reiji dead, and KM should be a guaranteed kill on him as well, right? He's slowed, he's walking at 155, no armor, 6 stacks of the Fury Swipes, so yeah, I might as well type RIP in the chat for KM. Sorry, excuse me. Oh boy. I intentionally did not look at that in the memory of KM for 5 seconds. I'm just memeing. So, yeah, 2 kills, and it's no surprise that it is the offlaners of 4 miracles dying from the very beginning. Surprise gank from Ren, and he's already applying a load ton of pressure on blues with the right clicks. Yeah, support Tide is a legit thing. Session on his Leshrac, Arju on his Sand King, so both the mid laners getting suddenly not the usual stuff for their mid lanes. Definitely the first time that we are seeing them play these heroes, and this is a pretty high pressure, high stake game in the grand finals, the final showdown. And yeah, they're pretty going head to head, almost even, dead even. And should be a farm lane, right? Maybe I'm not gonna give any comment about what should be happening in the mid, because I was totally like dead wrong in game 2, right? I thought that lane was impossible for the DK to kill the puck, but I was never wrong in my whole life, and that somehow. And the sad part is that I did not even see how that happened. Did not even get to see how that happened, so that's pretty sad. Top lane, Mel able to get that blues courier on his way back. I think it did deliver his items. And again, Mel definitely knows how to play the Nature's Prophet, judging by the number of denies that he has. Already sitting at 8 denies, and blues he is 9 last hits, so not the worst. he has been proving himself that despite the laning start, right, he has always managed to somewhat, I mean, game 2 was all him. He died twice or even 3 times in the lane, but he has been proving that it's not over for him until we get into the mid to late game. He's applying a lot of pressure, and Blues needs to be careful. He's even going in the aggression. Lift back from Dreamy, Mel drag back to the wave, and a whole lot of units, like, it's all cluttered up, but the one to fall is going to be definitely Mel. He's scouting out, trying to cover the exits, and Blue should be the one dropping as well, so a 1-for-1 trade. That was a lot of damage. Level 2 Gush. -4 armor. How much armor does the Phantom Lancer has? Lucky for him, he is an Agi hero, so he has 6 armor, but not a whole lot when he gets gushed, and not a whole lot of life for KM. Oh, he cancelled his own TP. He could have easily survived that, and some things never change, and definitely 4M with this with their offlane always struggling. Like, I have no other words for it. 2-man kill, it's pretty good from Reiji, but he still has that bear on him. And Deshira is just cleaning heroes one by one in the bottom, and it's Veno versus USA Warrior. On paper, it should be good for the Veno, right? But oh my god, Deshira just having the time of his life in the bottom lane. 3-0 on the USA Warrior. And the matchups don't have like, the thing is, like, the lane matchup, it only really matters when you have, and when you are even with each other, right? When you have even levels, and especially even levels, it matters, the matchup matters. But when you have that advantage, it doesn't necessarily matter a whole lot. And Veno USA should be struggling there, but no, that's not at all the case in the bottom lane. In the top, Blues will be using the double ganger to purge away the Gush. To run away, but that is still a good amount of damage there. Look at Mel. 11 denies. And Blue sitting at 15 lasted, so same story for him as well. Mid lane. 1k early lead for We Own Esports, surprisingly. 5-1. Same thing, right? Kill advantage always has favored We Own Esports throughout the series. We see a bar strike from Arju. He's channeling the epicenter right now. The wraparound from both the supports in the mid. Sessions caught on the opposite side. That is not where you want to be. He almost managed to take down the Sand King with him, but not able to quite do so. Meanwhile up top, Blue's getting dove. Not really, he's getting harassed at best. And the tower pressure, 6 minutes in. Let's see the net worth. Definitely both the cores of We Own Esports on top. KM able to get the battery assault. The Hex doesn't get that clockwork away from Incognito, so he will be trapped inside the cogs and eventually taken down in the bottom lane. Get the level advantage. But finally, right, Reiji 1v1 against Deshira, and this should always be favorable for the Veno. Nothing much you can do on the USA to get on top of the Veno for much long, right? So Deshira all alone, so he's gonna back away. That was a great gank. Both the supports of 4M showing up for the mid fight, and both the mid laners very farmed. Almost an even mid early game, I would say. Both the Lesh and Sand King very fast farmers. You can already see the CS 64 last 7 minutes in. A whole lot of that is the jungle farm, and Arju's straight up going for that blink. He's not gonna go for any boots of travel or none of that, the early game items. Straight blink. Wanna get involved as soon as he can. Level 8, Mel's up top. Level 6. Same stuff as well, queuing up the Orchid. We do see a couple of heroes on the bottom lane. They do see Incognito under vision, and he just gets pounced on. Where's the slow? The battery assault is still the cogs. It actually doesn't catch incognito, so he should be fine. Maybe. Oh, the pushback. Deshira can't quite get on top, but massive damage from that Wrath of Nature from Mel arriving for the bottom gank. Reinforcements have arrived, but Reiji is able to TP out. So, all in all, an even trade for both sides. Support for support. Arju, maybe he watched the stream or something, which is delayed, so there is no, you don't have to worry about any stream sniping or that kind of stuff. But I thought he was going straight for the blink, but he's going for boots. He bought the boots of travel already. That's also a way on having impact. Global presence is always a good thing. And talking about global presence already, Desha by getting stunned up. He did get the in range of the cogs. Is again gonna be a miss. Mel's on the high ground. He's getting body blocked by his own teammates, and he's gonna fall on the high ground. Session surprise. Arju, he was definitely not expecting that. The body blocks from the tree, and Session with the double click. Double click? What the fuck am I saying? Double kill. Yeah, surprise on the high ground, a big one. And good double kill to recover his he died once, so this pretty much gets him even a slight ahead of the Sand King of Arju. It's not the maxed out Diabolic Edict, so it's not gonna be a whole lot of tower damage. Incognito, he's actually thinking about laying down the Serpent Wards, which he actually does it. Dreamy gets solo ravaged. Oh boy, they're not holding back at all. Meanwhile, on the side, Incognito does get that shackles, but will be cancelled by KM's battery assault. Able to trap that shaman inside the cogs. He's trying to run away. Arju on the high ground. KM not getting any help. And just like that, Session with the double kill. Tower, good amount of damage. I can't believe they just blow the ravage on Dreamy, but I mean it's a position for Tide, so it's not. I mean, the gush is the big spell, I think, for me at least. Arcane Rune denied from Raju by Ren on the side, so that's good. 10 and 6, 10 minutes in game 3, a 2k lead for We Own Esports. Hood of Defiance done for a session. So again, a lot of kills early on for session, like we saw in game 2 on his DK. There's no Serpent Wards, however, there's no big ultimates for the side of We Own Esports, so they have to be really careful about committing for this tower. It's always gonna be tricky. KM finally level 6. We haven't seen any hook shots. Dreamy about to reach level 6, but not quite there yet. Reiji just doing Venom things. Not a whole lot of pressure on the bottom tower, however, because Mel has already managed to take the top tower. He's already started defending the bot. But never mind, he already TP's top. Reiji, first item for staff to get away from the Usa warrior, most certainly. Blues, he's not going all in for the farm build. He's gonna go for the defusal first, by the looks of it. So he's gonna skip the Manta for the time being. Epicenter already channeled up, but that Sentry giving the vision. Session just Diabolic Edict, and they just take the tower away. Hookshot in. Holy shit, that was a lot of damage on Incognito, but did not get that final battery assault, so it's gonna be fine. Maybe sniped. Let's see, 12-second cooldown. It's not gonna be enough damage. It's gonna be fine on Incognito. I don't know how he was that low from the start. He actually TPs to the bottom when he's very low. I'm wondering how much impact he's gonna have when he's this low. So yeah, that's questionable TP. In the mid, Dreamy able to get that invisibility rune. Lift pushback, so he is gonna be fine. Meanwhile on the side, I mean, Sashin just running down heroes. Salved up, Roche deny from KM. That's good. Dreamy, however, getting controlled by Ren on the side. So a lot of weird kills, and it's all going to Sessions, Leshrak. Kaya, almost done. Oh boy. We Own Esports, 11 and 6, 4k lead for them. And there is an Usa warrior in the game, so finally we see a roast taken earlier than 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Yeah, Deshara quickly finishes it off. Items, let's see. Something flying out for Mill. I don't know if that's the Maelstrom or did he not go for the Orchid? Yeah, he went for the Maelstrom instead, so no Orchid for him. Trying to counter the PL by the looks of it. Ravage is up. There is that Serpent Woods up as well. Session Kaya flying out, so they're really strong on the side of We Own Esports right now. Oh boy, is that the full diffusal? Yeah, that's the full diffusal blade done for the bear as well. So items are certainly there. Let's see how much can they get done. Arju, this is a massive kill. Instantly bar strikes away. Blue's also doppelganger away from there quickly. He has his own diffusal blade as well, so all three cores, as you can look, right, 14 minutes, 4k lead, all three cores, yeah, close to a head and head, almost all three cores of We Own Esports, top of the network chart right now. And they're pretty grouped up on We Own Esports in the bottom lane, but they're not going for any smoke stuff. I think they want to, and they definitely want to. They just want to barge into the high ground where Blues is sleeping for the time being. He is farming. Oh, Tumblr story on the high ground. Blues able to get that double ganger to the low ground. Ren trying to force it. Look at the heroes, pretty grouped up, all three heroes. Mel's pushing in the bottom. Oh, they actually jump in on Kayum. Hookshot in. Cogs will trap only one. It's incognito. Both the supports almost close to guaranteed. Dying there. Epicenter. It's massive. Bar strike on the two heroes, but not enough damage to kill Session with the hood. And he actually turns it around. Raju the one to fall. Arju goes down. Dreamy gets dropped on the side as well. They don't lose more. 1 for 3. Oh boy. Not the fight that 4M were looking for there. Could not really throw in stuff after that pretty nice jump from Arju, right? But didn't do a whole lot there. I don't know if he got ravaged or something, but definitely not the fight that 4M were looking for. First up there for Veno. And yeah, same thing. Now the lead is all the way up to 6k. What is the USA Warrior going? Deshara is going to go for the blink in the mid. We see a lift back. Bar strike already used the hook shot to keep Ren more, to control Ren, and he is eventually gonna get dropped. Who has a hood? Does he have? Yeah, he has a hood himself as well, so a lot of magic resistant. He's even going for the full pipe of insight. At least queuing it up. Blink Boots will travel the standard items for the Sand King. Arju not going for anything too crazy on that. Session invisible. And he is closing on to the Kaya Sanj as well. What about Mel? Mel just farming. Maelstrom, BKB queued up. And finally a siege. We do see We Own Esports trying to get this top tower. 1 minute remains on that Aegis for Deshara. And yeah, the Serpent Wards are laid down, but they're falling very quickly. Session in a little bit ahead. Hookshot in. They actually pounce on to the Leshrac in a very weird position, and Session immediately punished by it. Mel trying to TP out of there. Is there any cancel? No, I don't think so. Nope, there is not. And just like that, that is not a fight. Certainly not a fight that you certainly not what We Own Esports were looking for. That in the top lane, right? They lose the guy with a lot of kills, and they throws it away. Yeah, a little bit of lag, I guess. Throws it away, and it's taken by Arju. A 5 kill streak taken away by Arju. Really weird positioning. And a nice hook shot as well. Aegis should be expiring, so they don't manage to get this tier 2 tower up top. Should be back to farming. Aetherlin's there. Ravage is off cooldown. Blue is just farming, and the lead is stabilizing again. The same story, right? The same thing happening in game 3 as well. We Own Esports, they have a lead, but they can't quite just keep on increasing the lead, right? They can't snowball, or so far they have not been able to do so. It's always the stagnant leads, bouncing between 2k, 3k, 5k, and not more than that, honestly. And just like that, 4M. Despite having shaky early games, shaky starts, they always have managed to hold the mid game so far in all the games in the series. This is the final one. Yules is ready for Arju on the Sand King. 18.5 minutes. Sessions back up. Let's see. Do they go for a smoke play? There is currently no smokes on anyone. I mean, never mind. There is 2 smokes on Incognito. He has been spotted out by the observer wards. And there's a whole lot of, as you can see, right, 4M, they want to play it chill, right? They want to play it slow. All defensive wards, no offensive wards. So they want to play it safe. No, because I do think the PL is the biggest carry in this game. If you talk about late game. So they want to play on their own timings. Again, want to defend this top tower. There's an observer wards. I don't know if Dacia was caught by the ward, but can be really annoying. The power of the Venomancer, right? So many words, so much vision, and can they really do much around Venom words? They do see a guy, and Deshara is a big kill. Hookshot, it doesn't quite connect quickly, but the epicenter jump, the pounce is there. Immediate blow up, and top tier Dota is all about the vision game. I have said it a lot, right? It's quite unfortunate, right? It's all the vision. It's all about the vision game. And that was a big kill on 4M. Blues, you have to be careful it doesn't go for the next wave. It's closing on to the Manta style. 20 minutes, not the fastest that we have seen from Phantom Lancers, but decent farm. The cores of 4M are slowly catching up to the cores of We Own Esports, but the guy who has been sitting in the throne right now is definitely Mel. Not really involved at all, just AFK farming there. Has the BKB and he wants all the attention. Definitely want to start the fight with him TPing in with the BKB. Only the strongest hero in the map right now in the map. Right now in the game. 4M looking for the defense, and again Session really has to be careful about overstepping. Ready with the defense. Arju doesn't have that epicenter, and oh my god, someone just got obliterated. Deshava just cleans up Dreamy, immediately buying back 2-man cogs. It's good. 2-man bar strike to follow it up. The Gale, the Poison Nova is good, but KM will lose his first life. The tower will definitely fall. Blues also getting involved in here. A long shackle. What the hell is that range on that shackle? Another bar strike on the 2 heroes. Blues finally goes back in. They actually managed to kill both the cores. 3 dead. Melts all alone. Ren on the side. Blues. Manta keeping himself alive. Arju, another bar strike. The man is going crazy with the bar strike. Blink is off the mark. Ren able to TP out. And another disaster strikes for We Own Esports. They get, they get 3 heroes, right? They get the offlaner, they get 2 supports. They force out a buyback, but at what cost is the question. They still have a 1k lead, but that was definitely not a fight that you were looking for if you are 4M. It's very early on, so despite almost the entire team of We Own Esports dying, they can't quite get the Roche, and not a lot of Roche damage on the side of 4M as well. And it feels way too forced, like they're diving in. I'm pretty sure they know that 4M are ready for it. So the Ursa Warrior jumped in, quickly swiped Dreamy away. He instantly bought back. The counter initiation from KM, right? Goes in, beautiful cogs, kills himself for the better cause. And just constant pokes. Arju, you don't, I mean, you're not going to win the fight if Sand King gets, I don't know how many, 3 boy strikes in a single team fight, all onto multiple heroes. That's not a situation that you're going to win the fight. So, yeah. Blues and Arju just going back and forth, waiting for their spells, using it, backing away, just poking and prawning, and We Own Esports stuck in a weird spot there. Despite getting the tower, I don't really know if that is worth it. Sessions finally reconnected. Manta ready, go win ready. And yeah, good amount of gold for Arju there. Just queuing up an E-Blade now. 4-star fuels for the Venom, eh? Shard is there for the Clockwork, so has the jetpack to maneuver in the air, I guess. They say go when ready. Looks like someone's not ready. Definitely someone's not ready. Yeah, someone's definitely not ready, boys. Finally unpaused, so that's great. Another pause, so lag? What's the issue? If you guys just tuned in, this is the grand finals. Game 3, final game. The series is evened out. This is the decider, and it's completely even. Almost the same thing happening again and again and again. These two teams, no matter the result in the early game, no matter what happens in the early, it always comes down to the final end game, like late game. Aya done. Roshan is up. This is the second Rosh. They're constantly scouting it out. Dreamy force-stuffing in. Lift pushback is gonna be there. Arju not really confident. It goes for an off angle. They're throwing a lot of spells. Incognito somehow is fairly tanky, but he is gonna go down, throwing down the wards. But it's gonna get quickly taken care of by that Phantom Lancer Illusions. Blues going for the heart of Tarask now. We see a smoke. And oh boy. Rocket Flare, Ren spotted out, they lay down and observers on the hill. This should be a call to back away, retreat, retreat. Ravage on cooldown for 12 seconds. Does have the full pike. Session. He was thinking about going for, what do you call the upgrade? I forgot. Let me check it. Eternal Shroud, right? Was thinking about it, but he instead is queuing up a BKB, and like I said, 4M. Oh, a big long jump, a long catch from Arju. Catches Session, and Epicenter is tanking it right in the face right now. Getting pounced on by multiple heroes. Mina on the side. Phantom Lancer left all alone. Session still not dead, doing a whole lot of damage. Look at how low 4M are. Arju barely getting that blink and getting out of there. And this time, the ones who were ready were definitely We Own Esports. They did not get the D ward on the hill, and they had complete vision. Blues definitely left off guard there, and yeah, that was a long initiation, and the rest of 4M were way too far away. And the Phantom Lancer taken down, and definitely We Own Esports, they're not backing away without a fight. And they get a good one, a big Aegis for Daeshara now, and the bigger kill definitely on Blue's Phantom Lancer, who was getting away with a whole lot of farm. will be delayed. I mean, will be slowed down by a tad bit because of the kill. They did get Session, but oh boy, it took a whole lot to kill this guy. With Kai Assange status resistance, the magic resistance from the hood, it's gonna be difficult to take down this rainbow pony. And Shard purchased by Deshira. He's roughly a thousand gold away from that BKB. Fuse a blink on him. Even Incognito is a straight up saving goal for his own BKB. We haven't seen a whole lot of Mel, right? Mjolnir BKB for him, so he hits pretty hard, and he has managed to keep the top spot, sitting in the throne in terms of gold. Arju is not gonna go for the E-Blade by the looks of it. I'll go for the BKB himself. We do see 4M just scattered around the map. Skewed up. And it's definitely a stalemate. And like I said, the lead, not more than 5k. 5k lead. Look at Mel. Just I think this is the new feature in Dota. Just sending the army of treants all over the place, and they look like mini wards, right? Just walking wards, giving small visions all over the place. It's good scouting. Both teams on the opposite side of the maps, they have already managed to take the tier 2 tower in the top. Mel really not confident about keeping for the bottom defense. Pretty much knows that there are heroes waiting for him. (20 to 15), 26 minutes. And this boy is farming like a mad lad, right? Hit creeps, 200, almost 300 last hits. Just 27 minutes in. Jesus. BKB done on Deshira, so he can look for those dives now that he has BKB plus an Aegis. Should be playing very aggressive, I presume. Session closing on to his own BKB as well, not that far away, and you can already see he pushes on two sides. In raise, a lot of interesting mechanics, and oh my god, the damage onto the USA warrior. Jesus, barely able to survive, but never mind, he does end up losing his Aegis. Like, how? I mean, 4M time and again they have shown some like mind-blowing defense throughout the series, and they just take the Aegis out of that USA warrior like it was nothing. They used the glyph, so there was a lot of tower hits flying towards that USA warrior. They lift back, and a couple of interesting mechanics with that enrage and all. Arju channeling up that epicenter is going big. He catches two with the bar strike and hooks out to follow up the combo, but the Ravage goes off. The Kraken Shell interrupting the combo, but will it matter? Arju probably BKB. He wants to kill Mel, but can't quite do it. Reiji just walks in, but he doesn't know. Pepe La. Yeah, Mel does end up going down, so 2 for 1. Trade up where are the cores? God knows where. Blues and Deshira are nowhere in sight. Ren, Poison Nova is on him, and it's again Arju just in and out of the fights. Ren is pretty difficult to kill. Session, where is he? He's pretty stranded in an island. Oh, don't tell me. Blues right on top of Session. 1v1, never mind, it's 1v2. A triple for Arju, the Borrow Strike. How many does he have? Blues double Granger away. Incognito, uh-oh. Incognito, will he die? One more illusion of the PL. Help! 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 He's still getting chased, but looks like he's gonna be fine. Four, I don't know how many. There was technically four, because it was a buyback on the Mel Nature's Prophet. So all in all, it was almost an even trade for both the teams, and I don't know how this guy is getting away with so much. This Sand King, Arju Sand King, he's just hitting like 4 or 5 Boar Strikes on a single team fight. Like, how is that possible? What's the cooldown on this? 10 seconds? Like, it's not like that Sand King can just go in, and he is committing very heavily, right? Using both the blink and the bar strikes. He's playing out of his mind. Definitely the top net worth right now in the game on this Sand King. 8-2. That was a pretty even trade and pretty interesting fight for both teams. BKB ready on him and is finally going back for the E-Blade. Reiji, Halberd there, and Mill is not an easier target, right? And you can see that they tried to burst him down, but the power of the Tide Hunter, the Kraken Cell, waking up the Tide Hunter and interrupting everything with that Ravage. And Mill did get a whole lot of damage out. He did die, but he took a couple of heroes with himself to the grave. He bought back for that one as well, because it was turning out to be pretty tricky there. Session BKB ready on him. He's starting to work on the armor game. He's queuing up a Shiva's God. So standard stuff, Incognito. He queued up a BKB for a long time. He is closing onto it, roughly how much? 500 gold away. And look at this, he's trying to sneak in. And he does get a sneaky ward with the solo smoke. He is able to get a good ward inside the triangle right now. And there is no gem. Dreeby has a whole lot of sentries. But he won't be finding that ward. KM 100 gold away from the full Ags. So that's gonna give him the overclock. So technically a refresher on the clock. Cheap refresher, or I don't know. Is it cheap? I think it's cheaper than Ags, right? Refresher, I mean Ags is cheaper than refresher, right? Oh, bottom Incognito was positioned. And Blue's in trouble right now, but there's not a whole lot of thing to throw on this Phantom Lancer. The Ravage actually catches Blue's 4-step away. He is gonna fall. And what is happening? The fight collapsing on the back. A big epicenter. Again, Mel getting melted down, trying to TP out, but will get popped. A double for Reiji. 2-for-1 trade-off. Never mind, it's a 2-for-2. They get Dreamy. Session with the double kill. I don't know where he is. He's way far ahead compared to anyone. It's gonna be a 3 versus 3 right now. Definitely the better trade for We Own Esports, because they got the PL. Roshan coming back in the next 20 seconds. Looks like that's gonna be it for the fight. Arju already backed away. 4,000 gold saved up on him. And yeah, Ren. He knew, like, he forced out the doppelganger from the PL, so... And he just ravaged him. They got the real one. They could not keep the PL alive. And definitely a great catch from Incognito. This ward did a whole lot on that one. Giving even a slight vision on where the teams up for him were, so he could pounce on that PL. A big kill. Does have the heart though. Still not a lot of farm on Blues, right? Not a whole lot of farm on Blues. E-Blade is there, 4 staff, and Ethelyn is finally a 4-man smoke from 4 miracles. Reiji, any new items? He has a Halberd by the looks of it. Roshan is up. BKB so close on Incognito. Yeah, he should have it if he gets all this. Yes, he doesn't get the last one. So regardless, he is gonna get it. Hopefully for the next fight, I'm guessing. Session level 22, Arcane Rune on him. Tide Hunter Ren. Going for the Vlads. And look at this, Observer Wards, it scouts out Incognito. Look at the range. Hookshot for staff further into the death lineup. Right there, everyone. Quickly finishing off Incognito, who does not have buyback. There's a BKB ready on Deshara. Basher was the new item added on him. What about Mel? Like, Mel just is playing all over the place. Just farm. AC, BKB, Mjolnir, and he's going for the full Satanic. And they do get the Radiant Scan inside the pit. There is no buyback on the Shadow Shaman, and it's gotta be troublesome. Let's see. Dave's Ravage. Ren just walks in, but the first one to make the jump. Arju did not get the BKB, and he will be cleaned up there for 100 seconds. Blue's in trouble as well. Sprouted up, a double for Daisha, but the hook shot is way too late. Arju doesn't have epicenter. Multiple, he's very low. Big burst strike. Mel dropping so low, he's gonna be dead for a full 100 seconds. The Poison Nova taking everyone down. Help me. Ren, he's not gonna go down though, and look what we have here. Daisha totally isolated from his teammates. 4 heroes right on top. The Cogs even denying any help for the poor bear. And they're gonna lose that USA Warrior as well. A lot of buybacks. 3 heroes, 3 buybacks from 4 miracles. And I don't know how they got 2. Hex is there. Dreamy, a little bit in trouble. The 4-step further away. Jump in. Bar strike. It's gonna not work on Session because he has the protection of the BKB. Reiji might be a dieback on him. Yes, it's indeed gonna be a dieback on that Rubik. Plus the Veno. Session, despite having very low resources, is able to clean up, melting down those heroes. Run him down. They're not gonna commit fully for the Roche, however, because the USA Warrior is still dead and Mel also dead. 9k lead, however. So a lot of back and forths there. Incognito smoked up. He really loves solo smoking, and he's gonna go for that outpost, but immediately stunned up by Arju. He's melting in that sandstorm. Incognito, no help for that Shaman, dead for 73, and it is a risky position. Multiple heroes dead, and they even catch the Tide Hunter. Ren trapped inside the Cogs, and this is not something you can crack in a way, my friend. And oh boy, We Own Esports, just what do you call the word? They just lose both the supports, and 3 heroes already back up. Session walks in, but immediately stand up. The hookshot follow-up is there. What is happening? Session popping the BKB, flying away with the jetpack on KM. Blues gets melted down, swiped away by Daisha. Arju Yules at the very last moment. Can he survive? No, I don't think so. He's gonna go down as well. And what on earth is happening in this game? Dreamy alive. Mel keeping in. Sprout to give the vision, doesn't get the Rubik. And Roshan is definitely gonna get taken down by Daishara. Gets Aegis, gets Axe, gets the cheese and everything. Oh my god, like, oh boy. This game, so close. Dreamy caught off guard by Mel. Oh, hook shot in, does still have the BKB. Let's keep that in mind. Dreamy does not have TP. Reiji back up. Both the cores still dead. I mean, Arju is dead for a long time. See how much damage can they do on We Own Esports. They have the full lineup ready. Deshav has already arrived. Treants that were stolen by Dreamy's Rubik aren't gonna do much. Session, and this is a really quick tower sieging lineup, right? Nature's Prophet, Leshrak and all. There's a lot of tower damage, trust me on that one. 3 versus 5, hookshot in, again the defense, will it be there? Mel already very low, but the satanic turnaround, he just lifesteals his way out of there. Still getting pushed away, and he's stuck in, again, a weird spot. He's trying to run away, but the Yules is there, and Mel, oh my god. Like, what is happening in this game? We Own Esports, just like that. 3 versus 5, it doesn't matter, they still get the kill. Well, they do some structural damage, that is for certain. They get the top side. But yeah, not for free though. However, the lead is much bigger this game. In game 3, 20k lead for We Own Esports. They get one side, 34-26. Aegis is still ready, right? What's up there? Who has the Axe? Who got the Axe? Looks like they gave the Axe to Session. Now Shiva's, what is the item? Shiva's BKB hood. She's there as well. He's working on that Boots of Travel. Deshara Looking for the Abyssal Blade, something we don't see often at all. And oh my god, what a item. What an item for a session. Timeless Relic, definitely gonna be a strong one. Amping up more damage on the Lestrak. BKB on Incognito, there's not a whole lot that the Shaman really needs. Ravage is up. And even Ren closing on to his own Ags. Gonna be helpful. Deshara, Aegis is ready. We see a 4-man smoke play. Arju, no progression so far, just saving gold. Saving gold on both sides. Blues, any new items, has a shard, and that's it. They drop an observer wards, but immediately spotted out by that sentry. Had their own wards on We Own Esports as well. Just playing it pretty calm. Well, finally gonna come back. And what is this? Looks like the Blues is not gonna go for the entire right click build. He's gonna go for the more poking PL build. He's queuing up an Octarine Core, definitely to spam those Spirit Lances. And not level 25 just yet for the Broken Talent. What about Arju? Level 27. Close to 4,000 gold saved up. And this game, I mean, you can already see, right? We Own Esports. I mean, again, they have thrown these big leads, especially during those high ground sieges. So they want to play it very careful. Not just going out of control, reckless fighting. Trying to play it calm, I mean, safe, right? Nothing too crazy. Again, the hold. Serpent wards laid down, and the towers are definitely melting. Their glyph is ready. Pushback, Deshara. Oh, he has a flicker, so that's a great item. Tower dead. Rax is exposed. And the glyph will finally be forced. Ren going further in. Deshara decently low. How much longer? A full minute until the Aegis is taken away. Epicenter queued up. Hookshot in onto two heroes. What a hookshot, the double hookshot, but the counter ravage is massive from Red. It catches rest of the heroes, keeping Deshara alive, able to get the BKB off, and Session just walks in, melting heroes. Uh-oh, what's happening? The fight is way too crazy right now. So many units. Reiji dead, a buyback on Kayum. The bear will finally lose his Aegis. Everything pretty much used on both sides. And they're already starting to work on the mid side, the final racks. This is the final racks, and oh, hookshot back in. Deshara pretty much has only the ulti to rely on. He does have the Earth Shock for some more ulti, and that is going to be the mega creeps out. They really wanted it, and they finally get it. But can they control the damage? They lose the big guy. He's dead. Mel's still in the midst of everything, just right clicking like he's a tower or something. Too dead. Mel right in front of everyone. And he is certainly gonna lose his life happily by the looks of it. And for the mega creeps, they gave away everyone. Ren caught by the hookshot as well on his way back. Double hookshots. Triple kill for Blues. And oh boy, we might be having a long one, boys. Mega creeps out. 18k still. I mean, 18k lead for We Own Esports. But aside from Session, everyone's pretty much dead. I do think that Mel could have easily ran away or something, but he just stood there. Maybe he thought he was guaranteed dead. And 4M trying to force out a couple of buybacks, I guess. Blues Octarine Core, is it there? It's flying on the courier, maybe. I'm not so sure. Nope, he's gonna go for the butterfly instead. Mega creeps, eh? Definitely difficult. Arju saving gold. Dreamy Aeon disc there. Session just spamming those earth splits, so it's really annoying for the siege. And looks like no one on We Own Esports are forced to buy back. Oh, don't tell me. It's pretty windy. I hope no electricity issues. Come on. Oh boy. Oh boy. I would say it's a bit laggy, right? Or is it just me? I think it's the same for all. What did he go for? What? He looks like Arju also went for the Shiva's God himself. 36 to 30, 44 minutes in, 16k lead for We Own Esports. That was previously, it was the third Roche, so the next Roche, it's gonna be the fourth one. And it's gonna have everything in it. Ren. He has the gold for the full axe, but he's not gonna commit for it. BKB Abyssal Blade. It's really laggy. I can feel it. It's really laggy. MKB does have the gold for it, but not really using it on Mel. What the hell is this? Oh, never mind. I thought it was 27k lead. Never mind. 17. Session. Pretty much We Own Esports, right? They made a lot of mistakes in game 1 and game 2, and they barely survived, got the win in game 2. So they're playing it very safe. You can see them saving buybacks, not really hard committing for any big items. Mega creeps are already out, and it's definitely going to be a hard hold. PL level is level 25, so it's already level 26 and close to level 27. Arju, the Serpent Wards laid down but quickly taken care of. Uh-oh. Let's have a look at the buyback status of the dire side. So, let me see. Arju pretty much has buyback in next 30 gold. Blues doesn't have buyback for... He's 1,000 gold away from buyback. And, yeah, even the Veno doesn't have buyback. The Clockwork doesn't have buyback, so... It's really tricky. Meanwhile, everyone on the side of We Own Esports have buyback. And you can really see even We Own Esports, they know they are respecting 4M on what they have done and what they can do. So they're not just going YOLO for the end. Gonna play it safe, just delaying it, letting the mega creeps do the work. And oh boy, it's not gonna be fun for me if it ends up being a 1 hour game or 2 hour. If it ends up being a long game. And will we actually see tier 5 items in like what, 1 year? I have not seen tier 5 items at all. Totally forgotten about these items. They added a couple of new ones, right? No idea what those are, but yeah, maybe we can. We will get to see. It will only be ready after 60 plus minutes. Fourth Roche giving everything, and who takes what? It's a very quick one. Cheese, Aegis on the Ursa Warrior, that's for sure. Looks like the Ags is given to the Shaman. Refresher shard for the Shaman as well, so there's gonna be a lot of serpent woods. Saving buyback, yeah. Bloodstone for a session. I thought that was the Octavine core, but never mind. And oh boy, boys, we might be here for quite a while, because this game is still going on. Definitely, it's laggy. Definitely, that's for sure. That's for sure. Too many creeps, eh? Well, that's not going to be fun. Yeah, I mean that is true, right? You can see Serpent Woods, a lot of units. Diabolic Edict, also a whole lot of shit. There's the Earths plus the split Earths. This getting spammed by session. Ravage is a thing. There's Treants. There's Sprouts. There's so much stuff. There's PL Illusions. There's Sandstorm. There's Serpent Woods. There's Plague Wards as well. Oh my god. There's a whole lot of units, boys. There's a whole lot of graphics, or what do you call? A whole lot of units. This is pretty good. Dreamy has stolen Nature's Call, so definitely something for making it easy for him to defend, I guess. Reiji, Ags, done. Let's see the buyback status. So the buybacks are finally looking good for both sides. Only the two supports, the position 4s, or maybe 5. The Shadow Shaman and the Clockwork. The only two guys without buyback, and oh boy. They really want to cheese it, right? Incognito, I'm loving what he's doing, right? Or at least what he's trying to do. He's going for the YOLO play, the massive Serpent Wards. He has the Refresher Shard, he has Ags and all. He's going for the full Refresher as well. Refresher Orb, so technically it's gonna be like 3 Serpent Wards. And this glyph is gonna determine whether 4M are gonna stay in the game or not, whether they are gonna be able to defend the throne or not, because we might likely see We Own Esports going for all-in throne play with the tower damage that they have, especially with the Serpent Wards. He's very close to it, so Incognito, he doesn't have buyback, so that might be an issue. Arju saving buyback as usual. Everyone's saving buyback. Manta Diffusal, Ether Lens, Butterfly Heart, 5,000 gold, Mega Creeps, and just a whole bunch of stalling. They have Aegis and all. I would love to see We Own Esports just go in for a single attempt, because they have buybacks and they have all, so not like that. It's gonna be all over for them, and you can already see the pounces there. KM in trouble right now, able to get the jetpack, but he's gonna go down. The guy without buyback on the side. Look at the Serpent was doing work on the tower. The Ravage is massive on the 2. They blow up the Venomancer. Blue's in trouble, but he is gonna be fine. The stolen Ravage from Dreamy, it comes in clutch. Ooh, the buybacks are flying in from Arju as well. The towers, tier 4 towers are gonna be dropping in. Look at Session, where on earth is he? A big earth split, he's killing everyone. Holy shit, the throne. Oh my god! We Own Esports, they just barge in. They just force their way in and end the game. Session killing himself in the fountain and took a whole bunch of heroes with himself. An ultra for the boy. And my god, what a game, what a series, and what a way to end the grand finals of Asian Games 2022, right? What a tournament. 41-31, 15 minutes in. Clutch plays, a good performance from honestly both teams. Really played their hearts out. Top tier Dota. But We Own Esports, this time they were able to keep the lead and finally able to close it out. And with this win, the champions of this tournament, winners of Asian Games 2022, We Own Esports. So congratulations to the boys, and even shout out to 4M, a really good performance. This might have been the best grand finals that I've ever seen in a Nepali tournament. No cap. And yeah, what a game. So I hope you guys enjoyed, boys, but that's all things come to an end, and that was the tournament. We Own Esports, again, the champions of the tournament, yeah, fun. Probably the most exciting tournament so far that I have casted. And that's going to be it for this one. Road to Asian Games 2022, presented by Nessa, and a lot of sponsors as well. A lot of cool orgs. And shout out to all the orgs, right, for keeping or trying to keep Dota alive, in general, esports alive. And yeah, check them out, boys. And that's going to be it. Again, shout out to WSD especially for giving me the opportunity to cast these games time and again. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. I'm out, boys. Have a good one.
Disco. Disco.